Yo, what up YouTube live? Welcome. Today we have a stream full of very interesting things. Okay, we have a very interesting stream today. There has been some disturbance in the force today. There's been some disturbance in the gacha force. We're going to be taking a look at some of the drama that's been going along, because as you all know, your #1 neutral coverage of drama is here. Then we're going to talk about the new elusive realm stuff that is in Wuthering Waves. And we'll be playing some gacha games. Okay, we'll play some gacha games. So there's been a couple of disturbances in the force. If Kat was a doctor, her poor patients would be prescribed beans on bread. True, actually. True. So hello YouTube chat, how are you? Ryu Montelli, yo, what's up? Hi. Play gachas, lie meter. Listen, I will do my best. I will do my best to you know, play some gacha games today. Lupus, yo, what's going on? Good morning YouTube live, how are you? Yeah, so we are going to be diving into some of that today. Should we take a peek? We like talking about play gacha. Yeah, as you will know, when it comes to these dramas, I don't like to poke around too much. I kind of like to just observe and give a take, right? So I just like to observe and give a take. I don't really like to instigate that much in them. Just like all the other stuff that happened, we are an outside. This is what we are, retards, okay? We are not here to pick sides unless it's very fucking obvious that there is a side to pick, right? We're just observing and we're calling stuff out as we see it. And that's really all we're doing, okay? We're not here to be mean to anybody. We're not here to, you know, instigate. We're not here to shit talk people. You know, we're not here to shit on Tectone. We're not here to shit on Mr. SipSipStefen. I don't know how I'm supposed to say his name. I feel really bad. If someone could correct me, that'd be fine. Yeah, we're here to just make fun of everybody and everyone all the time. So should we be fence sitters? No, I'm not saying be fence sitters. You could be honest, okay? You could be honest, but I'm just gonna give my honest take, okay? This is how I always approach dramas. I will just always be 100% honest, and you know, see how everything is, right? I'll be 100% honest, and we'll see how everything is and how everything goes. Okay. We're here to be retards. It's pronounced like the Stephanie. Okay, so Steven. Okay, that's fine. We're neutral. Yeah, we're neutral. Hi, Mr. K98. Hi, W2W. Fuck you, man. When are you gonna play Oblivion? Probably not. I'll be real. Not anytime soon. I have no desire to play Oblivion. I have no desire to play Oblivion right now. So, this is where everything kind of started. Was this tweet right here. Okay. SipSipStefen made this tweet in response to this Tectone tweet right here, okay? Tectone posted this. Had a surreal conversation with another streamer this morning that was really eye-opening for me. The streamer he is referring to is Chud Logic. Now, if you don't know, Chud Logic is a guy who covers like creator dramas basically, and he covered one about Tectone and like Tectone's father and all that kind of stuff. You can all go look that up for yourself. If you've only seen the tweets and clips that circulate online about me, you are 100% justified in thinking I'm a monster. Kind of funny, to be honest, right? So kind of implying that like if you don't actively consume Tectone's content, like his streams and stuff, you might end up getting like the wrong impression of him just based on things that other people say or clips that get posted online, right? You're getting very much a clipped version of Tectone and not really the real him when you go and watch his content. So obviously people are going to have a different opinion of him if they just engage with his clipped content, right? Niara VT, I had no idea who this is. I'll be real. No idea who this is. Replied, I only read your ex's doc on you, ... That was enough to think you're a monster. Which is an insane thing to say. We're just gonna read things and immediately believe them. Which is wild. I'm not gonna delve into this situation because it's, you know, it's a very yikes situation, right? I don't want to get involved in people's personal dramas or personal beefs, but this is fucking insane to immediately read someone's Google Doc, which is very spiteful and hateful towards an ex-partner, and be like, yeah, I'm gonna believe all of this and how it's presented and just assume someone's a bad person. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. And then Teccy responded with, don't make me call my dad. Which is, I'll be real, that's a crazy tweet. That's a crazy tweet, bro. He knows it. Everyone knows it. That is a crazy tweet. That's a crazy tweet. And I just feel it's really funny. It comes under this tweet where it's like, if you only see the tweets and clips that circulate online about me, you're 100% justified in thinking I'm a monster. And then you just see this tweet under the reply. It's just like, oh my god. Even I saw that and I was like, holy shit. Even I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? You are brave. You are brave. Like, you are fucking, you have balls, bro. Yeah, if Teccy ever had like an actual PR person that like made him like say stuff, he would, like, Teccy is a PR person's nightmare. I'm just gonna be so honest. I love Teccy. He is a PR person's nightmare, bro. He would have them working overtime. He would have them working overtime, but I think that's why a lot of people fuck with him, because he is just kind of unfiltered, right? He just kind of says what he thinks and he is what he is. And I think that's why people really fuck with him, because he's just very unfiltered and says what he thinks. And is it sometimes incredibly dark? Sure, like this is an incredibly dark tweet, dude. But I think everyone who kind of knows Teccy knows that obviously he doesn't wish this upon someone. Obviously. Fucking obviously. But yeah, this is a wild tweet. If Teccy had a PR person, that dude would commit suicide. Oh god, that's crazy. To be honest, he is PR nightmare personified. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure he would agree with that, right? Hi Pizza, I'm pretty sure even Teccy himself would agree with that he is in fact a PR fucking nightmare. But he doesn't want to be PR friendly. That's what I gather. The dude doesn't want to be PR friendly. He wants to be, you know, himself. He wants to be himself. Hi Ryoma. Hello, hello. Yeah, he just wants to be himself. And so then, obviously, now they don't understand the things he says on Twitter. Professional narcissist. And then Mr. SipSipStefen responded. Now, if you don't know who SipSipStefen is, I'll be so real. The way that I knew about this guy was through Twitter. SipSipStefen would always appear in my Twitter with like his guides and stuff. That's how I would always see his content. I ended up following him because, you know, I like to follow most creators in the space. He's DM'd me like once. I had a very short back and forth. I've liked his post. He's liked my post. I don't have anything against SipSipStefen. I don't, like, personally, I don't have anything against him. I respect the fact that he is willing to be outspoken about things he believes. And that is something I respect, okay? Like, from, like, that someone does. But I don't know where this energy and where this direction is going, you know? So I'm gonna talk about it because it's a thing that people be mentioning a lot today. But, like, I just want to say, it's Stefan. Is it Stefan? Okay, I'm sorry, my bad. I generally don't know whose guy is to even dislike him. He makes like guides and stuff like that about different gacha games. He makes the ones about Honkai Star Rail, about Genshin Impact. He did some for Wuwa for a time, but he stopped doing that to focus on the other ones too. It's currently Wuwa downtime, so yeah, drama right now is part of the course. Yeah, so he was in a couple of gacha casts too. I think he's most popular on TikTok, I believe, but I don't use TikTok. I'm really sorry. TikTok is not like a big part of my life. I use it maybe like 3 times a year. I don't use it, but apparently he's pretty big on TikTok. But I've seen most of his content from Twitter. Again, I don't have anything negative. Like, I have no negative experience with him, nothing like that. But I am just curious. I'm just curious of like what everything is going on. Okay, guys, who are you pulling in the first patch or second patch since it's close to ending in Woowa? What do you mean first patch or second patch? What do you mean? Cap trying to forget her cringe TikTok phase. I had a very cringe TikTok phase, but it's fine. This is the dude who slid into Teccy's DMs, got ghosted, and then decided to shit talk. I think it's a bit more than that. It's, Mr. SipSipStefen, Mr. SipSipStefen, went live, I think, last night, so maybe we can look at his live stream and hear his side of things. But yeah, kind of crazy. But this is the next tweet. It would have been nice if he deemed me appropriate to have a conversation with, and clearly I was correct. What is it? Like, let's take a look at this clip, shall we? Should we just take a look at the clip itself? Let's just take a look at the whole clip.
I would say the only person who kind of turned their back on me, and that's okay because we weren't even that close, is SipSipStefen. That's okay though. Yeah, SipSipStefen considers me so far gone from logic, he won't even have a conversation with me, which is insane. That to me, I will admit, that shocked me. But that being said, we like talked once on stream, and then other than that, I just said, I like Steven because he's gay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But you guys already know who that is. What does Slay know about logic? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I mean, who would have guessed? I mean, yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird as fuck. But yeah, it would have been nice if he deemed me appropriate to have a conversation with. But apparently I'm so fucked up in the head that he can't even have a conversation with me. And he asked me specifically to not talk about this on stream, but I'm going to do that anyways.
I'll be real, it feels like a very strange clip. It feels like they're talking about things that they've said in DMs, you know, that maybe like Stefan didn't like respond to Teccy, or they didn't have like conversations and he refused to have a conversation with him. Which I'll be honest, if someone doesn't want to talk with you and fuck with you, I think that's fine, right? But it has like hey, if someone messages you and you don't message back, maybe you don't fuck with the person anymore. I think it's okay to suddenly not fuck with people, right? I think it's okay for people to not fuck with you, and if they don't want to talk with you, you're not like owed a conversation, right? Yeah, I feel like this whole clip needs like a lot of context, and I think SipSipStefen goes over it in his live stream that we might take a look at. I think it's okay for people to not fuck with you, but that depends. If it's the case where you're having a conversation and you sling shit at them, you say a bunch of things, and then you're like, nah, I'm not going to talk about you anymore. Nah, I'm not going to talk about you anymore. That's not okay. That's like stonewalling. Okay? That's literally a thing. It's called stonewalling. You say a bunch of stuff, and then you kind of refuse to engage. You stonewall someone, and I'll be real, it's a manipulation tactic. And it's kind of toxic, and it's not a good thing, right? Because you can't say a bunch of stuff to someone and then stonewall them and be like, nah, I'm not going to engage with this. Okay, I'm not going to engage with this anymore. Now you've just kind of riled up the other person, and they're now denied like context, or they're denied, like, you said stuff about them or to them, and now you've denied them the opportunity of like context, or to express how they feel, or to express anything. Stonewalling is a very manipulative thing to do, and if that's what's happened, that's not okay, because it sounds like they had a conversation and then he suddenly like stopped engaging, which is to me that sounds like stonewalling, but I need more context for that to be the case, right? Yeah, and instead starts to tweet about him, yeah, and instead of engaging just decides to go, you know what, let's tweet about it instead. I think this is what makes it strange, right? We saw a tweet about, obviously Teccy said it publicly first, and whatever is public is public. So SipSipStefen thought it appropriate. Okay, you're talking about it publicly, I'm gonna talk about it publicly too. Is what it is, right? Is what it is. We don't know what happened in DMs, maybe a 2 situation for all we know. No, exactly, and that's why I hope we get some more context today from Teccy, so we'll see. I hate when people do that, and so many people do that in big 2025. Yeah, it's just strange. I just like, he explains why he decided to tweet about it at 1:20. What, on Teccy's VOD? Is that Teccy's VOD? You could send me a link. You could send me a link or timestamp or something. Sip is a fan of Hassan, right? So it makes sense that he does not like Tectone. It's a dick move to just call him brain dead, and too far gone logically, it feels mean. Like, you could have an opinion about someone, right? But it's not like SipSipStefen said it publicly. If you say that privately to someone, are you being a dick? Absolutely. And there's no reason for like Teccy to engage with you. You know, selective listening and stonewalling are a deadly combo. It's horrible, and for the person to be stonewalled, it is a awful feeling. Oh my god, I used to have a friend that stonewalled me a lot, and it was the worst feeling ever. Like, we would like have a back and forth that was kind of important, and suddenly they'd shut down and be like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. No, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And it's like, it's the most frustrating thing ever. It's a horrible thing to do. Like, that's not okay. So I hope that's not what happened, because if it is, that's like pretty bad. Okay. Well, I can't clip because I'm banned from Sip. Oh, you're banned? Oopsie. It's actually so funny how Teccy have always said nice things about Stefan, and even said he likes him, but then the dude comes out of nowhere to backstab Teccy after the whole Hassan situation. It's just so... Do I always, like, for example, do I always agree with what like Teccy has to say about like Hassan or like other things in that vein? No, I don't always agree. Am I gonna fucking talk about it publicly? No. Am I gonna bring it up in a conversation with, is it so important to me that I'll bring it up in a conversation with him? No, I don't care. It's not like that big of a deal at all. Does it change the my relation with him in any way? No. Like, I just find it very interesting if you see another creator's like political beliefs or anything like that, or like even like a creator drama like the Hassan. I think the Hassan thing is less of a political thing and more of just a topic of conversation at this point. And suddenly just be like, no, I'm gonna message you and tell you why you're wrong and how you should look at the world. I'm gonna put my ideals onto you, and you're being bad because this is the true ideals that you should be like subscribing to. That's just kind of strange, right? That's just kind of like, why, like, that's an odd thing to do. You know, politics really divides people, and I don't think that's a good idea to like bring it up to other creators and talk about it like that and base people's whole personalities and judgments off those things. I don't know. I always agree with my YouTubers because they are always right and never wrong. Hashtag Foovie. Yeah, I don't think you should. Like, you can absolutely have different beliefs and views to other creators in the space, or even your friends. I think that's very healthy. Why? Because you can then engage with the people who have those different views with you and see where the differences lie. And that's fine. But you can't do that and then stonewall someone afterwards, right? Right? You can't do that, and then you can't like, oh, I disagree with your political views and here's why, and then when people like talk back and ask for clarifications or whatever it is, suddenly stonewall them and be like, no, I'm not going to engage now. I don't deem you worthy. That's weird. That's what's weird, right? That's what's strange. That's what's strange to me. Okay? That's what's strange. You got S3 Zanny? Yo, congratulations, Rainy. Congratulations. So then, this continues, okay? This then continues. Really not sure where this behavior comes from, Stefan. Greatly disappointed. What were you right about? The family I was born into? Our country and our troops that I'm proud of? Using the same joke that's been weaponized against me for over a year? Another person I've attempted to help at every turn, trying to push a hate agenda just to dick ride Hassan. Guilty until proven innocent, I guess, is the wave in 2025. Vindication when it comes, and it will feel incredible. Patience for now. This shit's wild to me. When you deem someone too controversial to have a conversation with, I feel like you lost. This is a thing that I don't get either. If you're someone with very strong political beliefs and you see another creator have like that, a difference of opinion, they have a difference of opinion. I feel like it's a good idea. Like, talking things out could be a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, talking things out could be a good idea, which is why this whole like I'm suddenly refusing to speak thing is very interesting. I really want to see more of the context behind this. And I think there was like another tweet. I may be wrong. Oh my god. You chose to lie in your tweet. You pretended it wasn't about Hassan when it clearly was. I feel like we need context of what tweet we're talking about. We need to talk about what tweet this is talking about. I responded, correcting your misleading post. You then DM'd me trying to instigate a political debate / argument. Again, I guess we're gonna have to see proof of that, right? Like, what were we talking about instigating? I'll be real. If you are replying, if someone makes a post and you reply to it, try to quote unquote correct misleading information, I also feel like you're the one instigating that person, right? You're poking the other person. If you reply to someone's tweet, be like, no, actually, you're wrong, and then you get a DM from that person being like, okay, what's up? I think that's totally fine, right? Am I crazy? I feel that's fine. If I make a tweet talking about something, someone replies going, no, actually, you're wrong, here's why, I might reach out too. Especially if they're another creator. I'd be like, hey, what's going on? Let's talk, right? I don't think that's instigating, but again, I need to see the DMs. I responded in DMs expressing my genuine concern about your red pill alt-right pivot. That's a bit odd. That's oh, can I be real? Any person that uses the term like red pill alt-right really sets alarm bells in my head, because I feel that's just a buzzword for like saying anyone who disagrees with like Hassan, for example. You must be red pill alt-right. That's like people use this as a throwaway term and don't actually know like what this means. Yeah, like when we say like red pill alt-right, we're clearly talking about Tecton like he's some kind of like Breitbart fucking shill back in 2016. Yeah, we're really comparing Tecton to one of those people. I mean, it's just like, it's just crazy. I really think that's crazy. Calling someone like Hassan a terrorist sympathizer, which he literally is, by definition, like literally is, and saying, wait, hey, this might not be the best thing to like support, now makes you red pill alt-right. It's like, yeah, like people use this term to be like any other political opinion that I like disagree with. It's like, this is such, to me reading this, it's so strange. And then be like, I responded in DMs expressing my genuine concern about your red pill alt-right pivot. Sir, I don't like the way you're going about doing things. I don't like the way that you're like doing this. I don't appreciate how you're speaking about politics. I think you should change. Like, okay, you can say your piece to people. That doesn't mean they have to change. That doesn't also mean they have to accept what you're saying. Especially if you're calling someone red pill alt-right. I think someone would have every reason to like not be okay with being called that when they're not one. Right? They would have every fucking reason to not be okay with being... If someone said to me, oh, you're red pilled alt-right, I'd be like, the fuck? How? What? I'm an extremely left-leaning person. Calling me like, oh, would be crazy. You continue to DM me trying to instigate political debate argument. I mean, again, I need the context. I need the context because, like, isn't this doing the same thing? Calling someone, you can't tell me. Sorry, am I going crazy? You can't fucking tell me calling someone red pill alt-right isn't fucking instigating someone. Am I crazy? Like that is, you're what? You're assuming someone about someone's character. You're labeling them. You're putting on a label on someone, but they're the ones who are instigating political debate and argument. This feels slightly disingenuous. Again, I need to see a full context to like, you know, whatever. But again, I have no reason to, I'm really trying to come at this from as non-biased as I can. But this doesn't make sense. You can't be like, you respond to someone saying they're like red pill alt-right, which is a very extreme fucking thing to say. Because there is actually so many alt-right people who are red pilled, all that shit, who are awful fucking people. And to suddenly be labeled as one of those, I would be fucking pissed. I would be fucking pissed as shit. To me, this is instigating conflict. You continue to DM me trying to instigate political debate. I fucking would too if I just got called alt-right. I fucking would too. I fucking would too. Then brought it to your stream since I refused to engage. Again, this just like feels like stonewalling. Am I fucking crazy? Why did he think this was a good tweet to put out? Why did he think this was a good tweet to put out? This sounds awful. Bro, am I fucking crazy? Bro, I've not even seen DMs yet, and I'm already kind of stunned. This is like, huh? This is, I'm actually blown. I'm okay. I'm actually, why am I getting mad? I'm actually getting annoyed. I'm actually getting annoyed, like, reading this. Yo, now thank you for the bits. Maybe he's trying to be like Hassan. Maybe, I don't know. But it's like, you know, everything about this just seems like, huh? Okay. Laying this all out. Teccy makes a tweet. Whether or not it's about Hassan, it doesn't matter. SipSipStefen is replying, correcting his take. Correcting. Oh, this is misleading. You're wrong. Correcting you. Okay. Teccy then DMs you, being like, yo, what's up? Because obviously another creator is taking kind of shots at you, whether you think it is or not. They are. He comes to DM you rather than replying publicly, I guess, to try to see what's going on. I don't think that's instigating. That's like, yo, what's up, right? You respond expressing your concern about your red pill alt-right pivot. That's an insane thing to say to someone. That is something that would cause a conflict. This is a crazy thing to say, and you're still not the one instigating right now. No, Teccy's the one that's trying to instigate political debate argument. I fucking would if someone called me alt-right or red-pilled. Right? I still would. Then brought it to your stream since I refused to engage. This doesn't look good. Saying someone took a red pill and is alt-right. No, I refuse to engage with you now. I now refuse. I'm going to call you all these things and now I refuse to engage because I'm the bigger person. Holy what? You responded to his tweet first, correcting his misinformation, said he's alt-right, and now you just refuse to engage because you want to be a bigger man? Like, huh? This does not look like a good tweet. Seeing this, I responded in DMs again, telling you I wasn't interested in debating. Especially since we aren't close and that I didn't appreciate our DMs being turned into content. I mean, well, you've done it now. Well, I feel like you've done it now, so like you kept messaging, I stopped replying. Stonewalling is a destructive communication pattern where one person refuses to engage with another, effectively becoming unresponsive. It can manifest as the silent treatment, shutting down or refusing to respond to questions, making it difficult for the other person to communicate and resolve issues. Hold up real quick. He said that Tectone tried to instigate a political debate before he expressed his concerns about the red pill thing, though. Okay, but he said that Tectone tried to instigate a political debate before he expressed his concerns about the red pill thing, though. Brother, SipSipStefen replied to Teccy's tweet first. Right? That's the whole thing there. Teccy said a thing, SipSipStefen took it, made it his own thing to reply to the tweet. And to reply under it, quote unquote, corrected misinformation. I think it's totally fine for someone to be like, hey, let's talk about this. Blue, yellow, purple pills are the best. I like the green pills, personally. I like the green pills. SipSipStefen is thirsty for Hassan. Explains everything. I don't think that's a fair thing to say, but, you know, he definitely likes Hassan. Alright, let's more for Stefan's VOD for after. Okay, I think we'll watch a lot of this later. You kept messaging, I stopped replying. You brought me up on stream again and now you're acting like the victim. Well, you kind of stonewalled him. Right? You fucking stonewalled him. So like, yes. Yeah, that's why when people try to debate me on anything, the political minute, they try to label me or anyone else to the side instead of actual conversation, I tune out. Nah, bro, death thirsty. I mean, listen, I feel like he's just like joking around with it. Like, I don't think like does he like Hassan? Sure. He's joking about it. I'll be real, I'm not gonna use this against the dude. Like, he likes Hassan, okay. He's a Hassan, what do they call it? Hassan Abbey head, whatever they call it. Fine. I could understand if another creator talks bad about one of your faves, you want to try quote unquote correct misinformation. Okay, go for it. But like, you've got to back up words with what you say. You can't correct the misinformation and then refuse to engage in dialogue when someone wants to talk about it afterwards. That just seems really strange to me. Right? That just seems pretty strange to me. They're called orbiters, Hassan orbiters. Yeah, but again, you know, it's whatever. He's a Hassan orbiter, whatever. He's going to align with his beliefs more. And Hassan does a thing where he calls anyone who kind of disagrees with him the alt-right red pill, right? He calls Asmongold the alt-right red pill. I think there is something to be said about Asmon sometimes. I don't agree with a lot of things Asmon says personally, and I think he gets lost in the sauce sometimes into his audience, and I feel that can be a shame. But I think I agree with the dude more than I disagree with him, but I'm not gonna label him like an alt-right red pill, you know what I mean? He also calls people pedos with no evidence to back it up. Yeah, Hassan, I don't like Hassan right now. I used to like Hassan. I don't anymore. It's you know, one of those things. Yeah, Hassan's tactics of dismissing people is like not it. It's not it. Anyway. You choose your words and your actions. You chose your words and your actions. I chose not to be friends with someone who behaves like this. It's like, okay. Okay. Immediately jumping into devolving, focusing on the alt-right red pill immediately discredits your entire argument. It's very clear you are just looking for a reason to hate him at this point. It feels forced and disingenuine, and you're going after him just because he went after someone you idolize. I mean, true, right? I mean, that's just the truth. Like, it's just the truth. The left has become so incredibly far left that anyone to the right of them on the political spectrum is immediately labeled as alt-right. Just because someone disagrees with some of your takes and doesn't 100% align with how you feel isn't alt-right. He even did a test on stream and showed that he's more incredibly left-leaning than you'd think. Painting people as the bogeyman red pill alt-righter will only get you Twitter likes and engagement. Anyone who has a higher than room temperature IQ can see through your bullshit. He's more a left libertarian than people think. Do you know what? I'm more right-leaning than Tectone. That's really funny. I'm like, do you know what I am on the political fucking compass? I'm like literally almost in the center. I'm such a fucking centrist. I think I'm like here. I think I'm like literally somewhere here. You're so trad wife. I'm more right leaning than Tectone, which is wild to think about. Let me try the political compass thingy. The thing is, I don't trust this test. I'll be so real. A lot of the questions on the political compass test require a lot of thought and thinking. I don't know if everybody who takes this test fully understands the answers they give or the questions that they ask. Can I be genuinely honest? I don't think most people who take this test understand the questions that are being asked of them. So I don't think this is like proof really much of like a lot, because some of the questions can be, you need to actually think about them a little bit. But yeah, that is, I don't think we need to use the political compass test to be like, oh, that's why Tectone leads on the political compass, because I don't think this is highly accurate. And I don't really trust people to take this test like knowing what exactly the questions are being asked of them, personally. Okay. Alright. Tectone stands losing their mind over this would ever not be so funny and so unserious. I don't really care about this tweet that much. I'll be real. I don't particularly care. I don't particularly care. And now there's the DMs. And now the DMs. Logging up for the night, said my truth on that stream. Thank you to those who took the time to listen. Here are the screenshots for those who can't wait for the drama slot fest tomorrow. Hey Tectone, I know you've been doing the Genshin Gacha podcast lately, and if you have a free spot on one of the upcoming episodes, I'd love to join. I think this is fine. Reaching out, Teccy usually is like, if you're a creator, reach out to me. I think this is fine. I would love to get to know you. I'll hit you up if an app, if you got spots. I'm sure I will. Okay, hopefully talk to you soon then. I'll join the Power World server. Add me on Discord. Okay. Ooh. That's... Bro got ghosted. Bro got ghosted. But like, I don't think this is a malicious ghosting. Okay? I don't think this is a malicious ghosting. Like, the dude's busy, right? He probably forgets. You know? Bro, like, literally, like he does this with basically almost everyone. And then, like, unless you like double message him or something, he'll do this with like basically everyone. So like, I wouldn't take this as some kind of like, oh my god, he ghosts me because he doesn't like me. It's just like, bro's busy. He's got a lot of people in his life. Like, why? It's like, it's not a big deal, you know? It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Oh my god. I sent this in your chat today, but it got lost in the source, so I'll send it here. This is in September 2024, okay? I think it's impossible at your size to combat every single narrative about yourself, and it's easy to fall into a trap of trying to defend yourself against everything. I think you should just let your actions speak for themselves and only address what truly needs to be talked about. Because the mental strain of combating everything is insane. Also, although we aren't the same size, I have dealt with an insane level of harassment and people making up narratives about me constantly. I really had to learn to just pick my battles. I think the feeling of not being able to trust content creators is something I think a lot of people feel the longer they are in the space. Ooh. Funny how that one turned out, right? Right? Funny how that one turned out. The reality is, a lot of the relationships we have are sadly transactional. So the best you can do is protect yourself and have your own guard up. I'll be real. If you are a creator that I talk to very frequently, I consider you my friend. I'm being so honest. If you're a creator I talk to frequently and I choose to actively like spend time with away from content, I consider you my friend. I'm just being so real. I'm being so real. Just so honest, okay? And if I don't speak to you frequently and we talk, I would love to talk more. Hey, that's what it is. There is a thing of like, it's just business. Absolutely. But I also like, for me, like, I don't see these, I know maybe I probably should see my relationships with other creators as more transactional, but I genuinely just like to talk to people. I don't know. But it is a truth that a lot of them are transactional, and I am aware that like people might speak to me because it might be transactional, or they might want to gain something from me. I feel like for the first time I'm in a position where like I could understand that someone might want to talk to me for a personal gain at this point, which is a very new experience to like feel. A very new experience to feel. Like, oh, like if I get to know Cap, then maybe I can get to know other people too. Like I can understand why like that might be a thing now. So it's something that even myself I'm trying to like understand, and it's scary because I've already had some people in the space that I was cool with turn out not to be so cool, and it's already been a year, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of put me on the back foot, because I've been someone, because I'll be so real, I am someone who reaches out to a lot of creators, and I'm realizing that maybe I just shouldn't always do that because people can like fucking fuck you around. So hey, is what it is, right? The reality is a lot of the relationships we have are sadly transactional, so the best you can do is protect yourself and have your guard up. Although I don't always agree with everything you say or do, fair enough, I can only imagine the insanity you deal with every day. So please do take time to keep your mental healthy. It's so easy in this career to get into a mental spiral. Anyways, hope this wasn't overstepping. Hope it's basic. I appreciate you, bro. Try my best, really am. So this is like a, hey, look, I was nice to Tectone tweet, right? Like, hey, look, I was nice. Here's why. You know, I've been nice. Here's what's going on. The next one. This is April of this year. We're going, bro, to 3 different screenshots. We've gone through 3 different years almost. Holy shit. Thank you for covering the VTuber stuff. I'd have no idea about any of it, and now I'm just Bing watching your VODs while I work. Bruh, I'm laughing so hard at the VTubers living with their managers. Unreal. Easy, love you, Steven. Glad to entertain. Okay. Bing watching. Okay, I don't understand what these screenshots are meant to do right now. Bro. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Oh god, I'm sorry, that's so funny. Why do I find that so funny? Holy shit. Bro, I find that so funny. Going from this to fucking, oh god, you wanna fuck Hassan, I forgot. Am I crazy? I feel like this is just supposed to be funny. Oh, bro, oh god, it's just funny. It's funny. I'm sorry. It's fucking funny. Oh. Oh god, you wanna fuck Hassan? I forgot. Yeah, the sad face at the end just makes it funny. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't, bro, this is funny to me. This is so fucking goofy. He forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Everyone type I forgot. Everyone, I forgot sad now. Everyone, I forgot. I forgot sad. I forgot sad. I forgot. I forgot. Oh, this shit's so funny, dude. Holy fuck, this shit is so funny. I forgot. I forgot. Oh, that would have been so funny if he said I forgot. Oh no, I forgot. And I just don't agree with you politically on this issue. And you did mention him below it. The tweet was obviously about him. Why do you think he has an issue with what I said? Why do you think he took such an offense to me saying terrorist propaganda is bad? Honestly, Tectone, I feel like you're going down the alt-right red pill political grifting pipeline. And I just hate to see that for you and wish you wouldn't, as you've had a lot of great content that isn't this. Why did bro think this screenshot was good? This is an insane screenshot to post. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Why did bro think this was a good idea to post? Why did bro think this was a good idea? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Are you noticing how you didn't answer the question? Also, disagree with Hassan does not equal alt-right. True! I don't like what you're saying. I don't like you going down this alt-right red pill grifter pipeline. I just really care about you though. Are you noticing how you didn't answer the question? If it is, tell me 3 alt-right things I've said. That's kind of insane how after we've been cool for nearly 2 years, you can't even do me the service of merely answering 2 questions or hear me out at all. Shame, to be honest. Bro, he actually stonewalled him. Holy shit. This is actually a case of stonewalling. So, Stefan comments on Teccy's tweet, crediting his misinformation. Teccy, like, opens up a dialogue. Obviously being a little bit, you know, techie about it. You don't engage and go, you're being like alt-right red pill pipeline. I don't like what you're doing. I wish you the best, but I don't like what you're doing. You are clearly instigating like a conflict from this. And then you stonewall him? This isn't like being the bigger man and like not engaging. This is actually manipulation. This is actually like by definition manipulation of stonewalling. Stonewalling could be used as a form of power or control to exert dominance in the relationship. This behavior can leave it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be like friends. It could be whatever, acquaintances. On the receiving end, feeling helpless and frustrated, which ultimately creates an imbalance of power in the relationship. Like, that's why stonewalling is bad, right? Because you've said something about someone, right? You have said something about them. Like, you are this thing. I don't like what you're doing. You are this thing. And then you ignore them. And obviously the other person is now frustrated. It's like, okay, wait, what the fuck? Why are you saying this? You've amped up the other person and now you're not like resolving an issue you have created. That is stonewalling. That is a shitty thing to fucking do. That's not them being the bigger person because I refuse to engage with you. You are literally being a fucking manipulator. How do you not see that? This is like 101. How would you not see that this is not an okay thing to do? Like, how? Why did bro think this was an okay tweet to put out? Like, how? I'm fucking, my mind is blown. Yeah, he posted these screenshots himself. Okay, here we go. He responds. Tectone, I'm not here to debate you on politics. I don't have that relationship with you. You replied to his tweet. I don't have that relationship with you and I don't think I could change your mind. People usually only change their minds on issues like this over time themselves or by talking to close friends, family members, which I'm obviously not either of those. Okay, so why tell him anything in the first place? I told you my honest perspective on your recent content and takes. It's up to you to agree or disagree. Then why fucking say anything in the first place? I also didn't want to debate or explain further because I'm not about to become your next drama farm for content. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? Wow, that's crazy. Interesting. Interesting. Which already happened with you talking about this DM on stream yesterday, which I didn't appreciate. Like I said earlier, I responded to your initial tweet because it was blatantly false. You could just DM him. Called him alt-right and then say, I'm not here to discuss politics with you. That is crazy. The purpose of the tweet was to showcase that Hassan Diddy Bin Laden Piker is pro-terrorist. I also don't think you know what my political views are. Other than that, terrorists are bad and support our troops. You can't tell someone you're going down this alt-right red pill pipeline and then also be like, I'm not here to debate you on politics. I'm not here to debate you on politics. This is so like, this is a case. All right, I'm gonna be so real for a minute. I feel like this is a case where people so want to interject their thoughts and opinions on a situation because they feel they're overwhelmingly right. They feel that they're overwhelmingly right and that they have the right take. And I need to tell you what really to believe. I need to tell you what to really believe. I am merely here to correct misinformation and things that are blatantly false. As another creator under your tweet. Obviously, doing that, I think the person you're sending the tweet to has a right to come and DM you and be like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Right? It's a different if it was a random fucking chatter or was a random person on Twitter that wasn't a creator talking about it, that's one thing, right? But when you're another creator that's like someone that you know, and someone maybe that's a friend or an acquaintance doing that to you, obviously it's like, okay, talk about it, you know? It's very different. It creates a different dynamic. Because suddenly you're introducing your audience onto their tweet. You're introducing your audience now onto that tweet by talking about it. So I think it's very fair and valid to like message someone and reach out about it, right? So to me, this is, I don't know how he thought these tweets were crazy when honestly it's not, it's really not. I don't think this was the cook that he thought it was. Again, I don't have anything against SipSipStefen. I just think he's been a bit silly. I think he's just been a bit dumb. I think this is a really like stupid silly thing. I do think this is a stupid silly thing, man.
Yes. Anyways,
why is he so quiet?
Also, was it rude for me to quote retweet the "don't make me call my dad" thing? Fuck yeah, it was rude. Yeah, because I was fucking annoyed. Because I'm a human being. I've been charitable through my entire DMs to him. I wasn't, number one, he's the one that came into DMs guns a-blazing, being like, oh, you want to fuck Hassan? Girl, I should have ended the call. I should have even responded there. And I still was nice to him through all of those DMs. Even after he goes on stream.
Bro, you replied to his tweet. You replied to his tweet. Like, and he responds in a very tech-toned way. I don't know, man. Also, he sounds so quiet.
Talks about her DMs. I, like, am still not, like, calling him names. I'm being charitable. I'm even trying to say things, like, in a nice way to not, like, try and purposely set him off or be a bitch. Literally, I'm nice to him the whole time.
This is being nice.
And then he goes on stream and plays this fuck-ass victim card.
I would say the only person who kind of turned their back on me, and that's like, okay, because we weren't even that close.
Turned their back on me. Like, I, like, stabbed him in the back. I harmed this man. Like, as if it's some fuck.
I do think Teccy's language can sometimes be, like... Sometimes I think the word choice he uses can be on extreme sometimes. That is a real, like, if I were to give like any kind of critique, it would be that. I do think sometimes Teccy use an extreme way sometimes to describe a situation. I don't think he does that intentionally though. Right? I don't think he does that intentionally to like be manipulative. I want to make that very clear. I don't think he does that to be manipulative. I just think that's just how he talks about things. Same as you were saying, Tone does. Yeah, Sane does the exact same thing. Talk in extremes sometimes. And I think saying something like stab me in the back, that could come off as a really, really strong thing. I think like it is a truth that like Stefan went against Teccy as in tried to correct his information or called him like red pill. I would feel stabbed in the back if someone said that to me, right? Like I understand. I would feel like someone, okay, this person doesn't really fuck with me like that. That's a point like against me. But saying like stabbed in the back is like someone did something so horrible to you. It's like he's not wrong in saying it, but it's also like a very strong way of saying it. You know what I mean? I think Teccy just doesn't I think maybe he takes those things more personally. I don't know. I don't want to speak for him. He can speak for himself, but I do think he does use strong language sometimes. But he's justified in feeling shit that another creator, like, that he was nice to, suddenly is saying these things, right? I think that's totally valid. I think it's totally valid.
Fuck ass breakup. Feels like it. And that's, yeah, so, yeah, after this, I was pissed off. I was like, oh, okay. This is the second time. And I was like, no, I don't care anymore. I'll finally tweet. I'll finally say something. It's been like a fucking week and a half, 2 weeks.
This is what scares me about people sometimes, right? This is what scares me about creators, right? You might start off having like a negative opinion about a creator, and you'll have like these thoughts of this, oh, I don't particularly like this person, but you know, whatever. There are a lot of people who'll be like, I don't like this person. You build up small resentments over time about someone. Then maybe you'll have a change of heart for a bit. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna like be nice for a while. I kind of respect some of the recent things they're doing. I'm gonna try and be nice, but you still have some of those resentments that you've had, right? Suddenly, when one thing goes wrong, it's like people go into black and white thinking, and it's like, oh, okay, you've done this thing now. Well, I'm gonna go back to how I was. Actually, I didn't fucking like this in the first place. Finally, I can say these things. Finally, I can say all these things. It's like it's just like, huh? That's what scares me about people. Like, people, like, this is why people say that people can turn very quickly, right? This is why people get worried about people turning very quickly, because the resentments they might have had in the past can come up and like, can come forward and to come out. And that's why people call you fake. That's why people call you fake. It's a fake niceness, because you're like, you're temporarily nice until something goes wrong. I'll be real. So if some of my content creator friends, right, that maybe have had a few I've had a bunch of arguments with content creators, right, back and forward here and there, right? But if I ever have like a problem with someone, I'm in a good enough standing with them, but like we could just talk and it's fine. If I feel like someone wronged me, or someone wronged me, I wouldn't then suddenly just be like, oh no, I'm just gonna talk about everything. Fuck it, why not? Even if they said something public, I wouldn't be like, oh fuck it, I'm not gonna talk about everything and everyone. No, like, if something happens, I'm just gonna keep that private, because I feel it's just so fake to suddenly go out there and be like, well, now I'm gonna say everything. It just feels fake.
You want to keep talking and keep fucking crying, bitching and complaining, then I'll fucking say something. And I was like, boom, here's my tweet. Because you know what? The joke, although edgy, wasn't funny. I didn't laugh. Where's the punchline? It was fucking gross. It was fucking weird. That's my opinion.
Can I be real? I think he's fine in having that take. I'll be so honest. I see it as really dark humor, but I could totally understand if someone thinks of it as gross. I'm not gonna try and disagree with them. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like I don't. I really, it's not something I would want to argue. You know. You know what I mean? It's like, sure.
This tweet, the don't make me call my dad. I only read your ex's doc on you. That was enough for me to think you're a monster. And your reply is, don't make me call my dad.
It's very dark. It's very dark. It's funny between friends, but obviously it's gonna hit wrong in the widest social media hive mind. Oh no, absolutely. If I was Teccy, I wouldn't. Hey, again, if I was his PR manager, I'd be fucking screaming, right? I'd be fucking screaming. I'd be screaming. And you have to accept, if you tweet something like that, people are not gonna take it, okay? A lot of people are not gonna take it as a joke, and I think they'd be fine and valid in not taking it as a joke, right? And thinking it's like kind of like gross. I think, like, sure, I wouldn't try and like defend that, you know? I wouldn't try and like defend that. I think it's really extreme dark humor, but like I get it. I get it if people would be like, okay, this is weird, I don't fuck with it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't blame someone for that.
Like, this shit was fucking weird. Like, I was like, what the hell? By the way, same joke was used on me like an hour after Tectone's reply. Hold on, we can probably see that. He said, really not sure where this behavior comes from, Stefan. Greatly disappointed. Like, are you my dad?
Huh.
Like, what is... Okay. What were you right about? That you're going to talk about this shit on stream. And that I should have... what I exactly said. That you're going to talk about everything on stream. And that I should have never talked...
Well, maybe because you kind of like stonewalled him for a while. And that you weren't being like fair and charitable in the DMs that you sent. Like, maybe if you actually responded in a charitable way that was like fair, maybe like he wouldn't have. But like, I think you handled it pretty poorly in the DMs, so I don't know, man.
I shouldn't have debated you. I was right. The family I was born into never said that. Our country and our troops said I'm...
To be frank, I think he was so sick of people using it against him that he just said, fuck it, I'll make a joke out of it. No, totally. I think so too, and that's why I think it's like leaded to dark humor. Like, it absolutely is. But like, we also have to realize that a lot of people aren't gonna see it as dark humor, right? Like, we all have a brain. We know people are gonna see it as dark humor. And if someone thinks like, hey, I don't fuck with this, I think fine, fair enough. You know, sure. But you still can't use that as someone's like actual intent. Obviously. I think it's pretty clear. That would be so dumb to do that.
I'm proud of. I have my own opinion on that. Not gonna voice it here, but I got my own opinion on military in general.
Does he have his own opinion or does he have Hassan's opinion? That's what I'm wondering. This is the problem I have with like people that heavily orbit around like political streamers. Is that usually they just adopt whatever thought their favorite political streamer has. You know what I mean? That's really what I think, and I would love if people had more critical thinking and thought for themselves. Maybe I'm completely wrong on this, but if you really idolize political streamers, I'm just going to assume that you adopt their views. Just being honest. You parrot what they say. Case in point, saying shit like this is something exactly fucking Hassan would say. And I just feel like, okay, can we adopt our own critical thinking points? Like, you claim that you're not really that chill with Tectone, you're not really that close, but you know him enough to call him an alt-right red pill grifter? Hello? Like, hello?
Using the same joke that's been weaponized against me for over a year, which that's not even true. This whole thing with his dad is like new. And then he said, another person I've attempted to help at every turn, trying to push a hate agenda to just dick ride us on. You put me on your podcast one time as the anti, as the villain. Like, I'm grateful I had a good time, but like, let's not act like, what, did you build my career? Like, no? Like, what are we saying? Girl, no. Honkai Impact third girlies getting mad at me for thinking everything pink as Alicia built my career. Don't let them know.
Again, I do feel this is another case of like maybe like extreme wording from Teccy. Another person I've attempted to help at every turn, trying to push a hate agenda to dick ride Hassan. I think like a more the case being someone that you've been nice to the whole time, right? Right. Stefan is someone that Teccy has been completely nice to and respectful of this entire time. Done nothing but be nice to. is now someone that's like, oh, now has to defend himself against someone that he's been nice to, and now he has to defend himself against someone. Like, that's really what's going on here, right? And you could understand why you feel like you'd be kind of stabbed in the back in that way. Like, you can. Like, hey, like, these people that I'm nice to, they end up fucking shitting on me later. This space is fucking shit. This space is fucking shit.
Know that. That's a joke. That's a joke. Don't ever let them think that. Girl, no. Posting leaked content, giving my opinions on things, and making really pretty guides built my career.
He never said that he built your career, to be fair. I think they're both being maybe hyperbolic. Teccy never said he built your career. Just someone that, like, has always been charitable and reached out. Getting a cease and desist built his career. I honestly do not know the lore of SipSipStefen. I don't know the lore of him. So now Stefan only values relationships if they grow his career. He hasn't said that either, to be fair. He has not said that either. As a Muslim who knows about the Palestine situation, I really don't like Hassan and Frogan. Fair enough. Did he try and help him? Yes. Putting him on a program with that many viewers to see for the first time is a massive help. No one could deny that. But maybe not every turn is a stretch. So also, I don't know what Teccy has done behind closed doors. Only both of them. Right, exactly. Like, Teccy's definitely, like, helped him and be charitable and been nice and put him in the spotlight, for sure. But I think build a career, no. But he didn't say that either. He never said that. You won't know it because it all got taken down? Oh boy. I don't know, man. What's up, Rainy? What's up, Rainy? I've seen Stefan all over Twitter. He mainly does, like, guides and stuff and shows for Hoyo. Yeah, that's how I knew of him too. I knew of him from Twitter. His guides are cool. Right? Like, his guides are cool. So, like, you know, I've only ever heard of SipSip because he was in the cast in the first place. I feel like a lot of people, if you're in my chat right now, would probably find out about him the same way. A lot of you guys probably aren't, like, Genshin people, right? You're more of probably, like, a newer wave of gacha players who are probably in my chat. So anytime you've heard of SipSipStefen, it's probably either through Teccy in some way or through his Twitter guides or Twitter. Right? Or maybe you didn't know him. You know what I mean? It's one of those. But I feel like you will probably know him if you are active on, like, gacha TikTok. If you're active in Hoyo gacha TikTok, you'll probably know of him. If not, probably maybe less so. County cabinets. I've zoned out the past 40 minutes. I'm trying to kill this fruit fly that keeps flying on my screen. What do you mean? We all have Genshin Impact so much. Gacha TikTok? Today's my first day seeing him. I'm not unemployed.
Guilty until proven innocent, I guess, is the wave in 2025. I never even
Drake.
said anything about that. Like, his stuff with Pink, in my opinion, I'm very much like, that is your problem to deal with. Never even mentioned it. I'm very much like, that is to be left in a court of law.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And the jury can decide if it ever gets there.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, I don't know how many Tectone people here are left or whatever. I don't really care. We don't really share an audience, which is why I don't care. I just hope that they come to the realization that I've been real this entire time. One, being nice to Tectone in DMs does not mean I switched up. Like, no. But Tectone going down this, what I have, my opinion is as like this political react Asmongold-esque thing, in my opinion, is a switch up, and this is my reaction to it. As in, you can go and do that. You can become the mini Asmongold or the next Asmongold or whatever the fuck you are. But like, I'm not like
So that's why I'm not going to reply to all your stuff, try to correct misinformation, and then tell you you're going down an alt-right grifter pipeline that I don't like, that I'm going to stonewall you for a number of days, and then I'm going to say all these things that are not engaged in a conversation about, like, political beliefs afterwards. I don't know, man. Hey, that's just a little bit stinky, isn't it? It's like, why even engage? At that point, like, why even engage? It's like, this must, like, honestly, it must mean a lot to him. Like, it must mean a lot to him if he really feels the need to, like, speak up and talk to someone about it and say you're being an alt-right red pill grift pipeline. You know what I mean? It's like, he explains it. Yeah, I already looked at that. Teccy don't react to any political things like Asmon. And I'll be real, I don't think he should. I don't think Teccy should do what Asmon does. Not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick. I think Teccy talking about maybe like social issues in the world is fine. I think Teccy talking about like politics in general is just, I don't know if he's equipped for that. I'm saying this out of like pure, like, I can just see the issues arising. Like, he's probably going to say something that he's not 100% clued in on, and people will take it out of context and like paint him as a bad guy for it. You know what I mean? Like, I can just see that coming a mile away. Like, he'll probably try and talk in a situation that he's not like 100% informed on. Maybe make a take that people take out of context, and suddenly it's now made even worse. Like, I don't know if Teccy is equipped enough and has all the tools about geopolitics to like talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And if he did do that, I don't think I would engage with that content personally. But like, I could see the problems coming a mile away with stuff like that. But talking about like social issues, I think it's fine, because anyone can talk about fucking social issues, right? We all have lived in experience that we can use to talk about things in the real world. That's totally fine. But like, anything geopolitics, I would recommend 99.9% of people to stay the fuck away from. To stay the fuck away from. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? You do not know what you are talking about it. You know? You do not know what you're talking about. And if you are gonna do it, you better make sure to prepare your ass for people to correct you or people to shit on your takes, because it will happen. If you do it, just be prepared, okay? Just do it be prepared. For me, whenever I talk about politics, I will only say things if I really truly understand what I'm saying. I'm actually surprisingly very, very political, but even I'm like, I would stay clear of that as much as I can. Teccy chooses not to inform with stuff that's abroad, which is fine. My ass is always prepared. Just watch Loner Box. I don't know who that is. He should change his name to Suck Hassan. That's mean. Surprisingly, you're literally a dyed hair liberal. Chat, would you be surprised to know that I'm more right-leaning than Tectone? I'm surprisingly more right-leaning than you think. I used to be like, I'll be real, like 10 years ago as well, especially, people probably would have called me like a right-leaning like person. Not alt-right, but like there were a lot of things from like, I guess, the right side of that political thing that I kind of sympathized with, I guess. Right? That I sympathized with. The UK has more than just left and right. Oh, exactly. UK politics is a fucking mess. I think I've kind of disengaged with it for the last 2 years, because I think everyone's been a piece of shit. You know, of the Reform Party and all that stuff. I don't really want to get into it, but it's crazy. But anyway, I feel like I kind of want to watch this from the beginning.
Or I go into all of this so that we understand the perspective that I am coming from. Because I feel like there's a lot of people jumping to conclusions putting like words in my mouth or like thoughts in my brain or whatever. So I'd rather like get the record clear here first before people like go on their own narrative.
Bro apparently says that he's gonna crash out of a Tetone quote retweeting Hassan at the 45-minute mark. Is there do you have a more specific timestamp? We're gonna go watch this whole thing anyway.
You can just hear it from the source or whatever. Number one, this entire time, other than correcting Tectone's initial tweet, which he did lie about, which you will see, not you will see the tweet, but you will see it in the message. I've wanted to keep this in DMs. Like this is...
What? Does anyone have the tweet? Does anyone have the fucking tweet, the initial tweet that Teccy made that SipSipStefen replied to? I think that's what the whole thing started from. That's what the whole thing started from. I would love to see that initial tweet. Does anyone have it? If anyone can link me that, I will VIP the fuck out of you. Because I want to see that tweet. Oh, he shows it in 45 minutes? Okay, never mind. Okay, 45 minutes. No, I mean like the initial tweet. Like this. Oh no, what will anyone do if the bald pervert leaves the Twitch platform for good? I am genuinely considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't punished harshly and immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed and promoted on Twitch. This needs to change immediately. Why did you assume this was about you, buddy? Is this because you know you're pushing terrorist propaganda which is directly against TOS? Kinda weird, big guy. And didn't you link a video right under it about him? That tweet is obviously about him. I think maybe, am I crazy? I think maybe Stefan missed the point of the tweet. Right? Here's my interpretation of this. Obviously, the initial Teccy tweet is about Hassan and the Hassan orbiters, right? Obviously it is. It's just very funny that Hassan then quote retweets it and is talking about it, right? It's just very funny. And then Teccy goes, why did you assume this was about you, buddy? He's not trying to say that it's not about Hassan. He's pointing out the irony that Hassan is quote retweeting him in the fucking first place. Because it is obviously about him. This isn't Teccy trying to be like, why did you assume? This isn't Teccy trying to pretend that it's not Hassan. Are you dumb? Obviously not. Obviously, it's Teccy being like, oh, it's very funny that I'm talking about supporting terrorist propaganda and Hassan, you're quote retweeting this. Oh, why do you assume it's about you? Is it because you... Huh? He didn't... What? What? Like... Oh no! Oh no! SipSipStefen! Oh no! I don't think it clicked what the intent of this tweet was. I don't think even I can tell. Like, why did you assume this is about you, buddy? He's not trying to pretend that it's not Hassan. Obviously this is about fucking Hassan. It's just funny that like Hassan quote retweets it. Like, why, you know, why did you assume this was about you? Crazy. Wow. Crazy, Hassan. Why did you think this tweet about me calling, you know, terrorist propaganda as sympathizers? Why are you suddenly like using this tweet? Wow, that's crazy, Hassan. Why are you saying it's about you? Crazy. Wow. Exactly. He's making fun of him. He's baiting him. Obviously, it's about Hassan. Huh? It's just like, why are we getting our knickers in a twist over this? Oh my god, that's crazy.
This was him doing this whole grandstanding on Twitter and acting like, I know better than thou. I am like better than you or whatever. And then when Hassan
did Teccy grandstand in the initial tweet? Did Teccy grandstand in this initial tweet? Yeah. I think by definition you could call it grandstanding, right? Just by definition. I can't spell. The action of behaving in a showy or ostentatious manner in an attempt to attract favorable attention from spectators of the media. Is he grandstanding? Yes. Like this tweet here. Like, it could be both. It could be both bait and grandstanding. Right? Just by definition, sure. That doesn't always mean it's bad, but it is. It's definitely a very, like, announcement performative statement. Sure. Sure.
calls him out on something that he's talking about him, he went and played dumb.
It was a 100% planned in space. Oh yeah, he definitely said that knowing that people will talk about it. That's the whole point. That's literally the whole point. It's literally the whole point. He wanted this to happen. Like this is what Teccy wanted. He wanted this to happen. Well, I'm not gonna speak for him, but I feel like this definitely clearly is an outcome that wanted to be had, right? Right?
So, like, why'd you assume this is about you? Like, oh, not you self-reporting. Like, high school level ass reply. Don't piss me off. I was like, bitch, what do you mean? It's literally about him. Like, I'm in the headspace of this. If you want to go online and talk about politics, get involved in very, like...
Okay, so already the conclusion here is that, like, bro just didn't get it. Okay, so bro just didn't get it, right? I think he missed the memo. Right? Can we all agree bro just kind of missed the memo on this one a little bit? Yeah, like bro missed the memo. Oopsie.
Not that we're complicated, but like intricate conversations, you could say, you know, multifaceted things that have a lot of nuance within.
This is why, oh my god, it plays back into like these tweets. Why do you think he has an issue with what I said? Why do you think he took such offense to me saying terrorist propaganda is bad? Exactly. He never answered this question. Because it literally, by answering this question and thinking about it, literally crumbles his whole point. He would have to admit that he got it wrong. By answering the question, he would have to admit he got it wrong. That's it. That's what this whole thing stemmed from. Like, huh?
Them, if you want to throw yourself in that space, like own it with your chest kind of thing. Don't do this dumb shit where you play dumb and try to do like some gotcha mint. Like that pissed me off. That was like, oh, like you're going to go into politics and do this kind of shit?
Huh? It's what? I really. It's like you replied by stating the obvious. It is a got you moment because it is. It is like. It is a got you moment. But like, who cares? But like, who cares? Yeah, as if there's rules in political coverage of how you should and shouldn't behave. I feel like this is another case of like creators being like, I don't like the way you're doing things, therefore I'm gonna like tell you I don't like it and kind of try and police what you say. I am generally considering full swapping to YouTube if this terrorist propaganda isn't pushed hardly immediately on Twitch. My father, my brothers, and our soldiers did not bleed, sacrifice, and die for this bullshit to be allowed to promote it on Twitch. This needs to be changed immediately. Great video covering all the bullshit. It's worse than you think. Subscribe if you got a sec. Appreciate y'all.
So I, because Tectone was blatantly lying, tweeted under it, didn't you link a video right under it about him?
Bro says Tectone stands like he wasn't a fan from the start and even 1 month ago. Bro swapped up real fast with the opportunity to suck Hamas. Opportunity to suck Hamas Diddy Piper's cock. Don't worry, buddy, dealing with your ass tomorrow. Oh, can I also I hate that that's Teccy's font on his phone. Am I crazy? I'm not trying to be a dick, bro, but Teccy, you got some like OAP senior fucking like old person font on your phone, bro. I'll be so real, bro. You got some fucking like 60-year-old fucking I can't see the screen font. Bro, it's so thick, all the words start blending together. Bro, the font is so thick, it blends all together. This is the font old people use because they can't see. Bro got the font size set to max. Bro got the font size set up to max. Unk ass font. That's the biggest crime Teccy's done. This is the biggest fucking crime Teccy's done. The fucking unk font, bro. He got my granddad's settings. Old, I thought you said old. No, old. I didn't turn to the L here with the unk ass font. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna bully him about. The worst thing Tectone has done in this situation is use this unk-ass giga shit font that 60-year-old pensioners use. Like the tweet, we can roast him for it. This unk level turbo ash one. We instigating with this one. We're instigating with this one, boys. We're instigating with this one. The worst thing Tectone has done in this situation is use this unk level turbo asphalt that 70-year-old pensioners use. Evil cap coming. Yeah. Yeah. It's a crazy font though, dude. Taking to switch to the almighty Comic Sans, bro. Bro, this is an insane font. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. It's Bin Laden's son, right? That instigated perfection. Look at the reply. Tectone reading this tweet to be like... That's fun. What the fuck? Bro, I'm sorry. I find this so funny. I find this so funny. I'm so sorry. Teccy, if you ever see this, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, but the joke was too funny. The joke was too fucking funny. The joke was too fucking funny, man. It really was. It really was. Holy shit. She is not sorry? No, I am sorry. No, I am sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You're right. I'm not fucking sorry. Holy shit. Tagged home with my granddad. What? What? Yeah. Now lock the old man up for that. Why did you have to make it strange? Hi chat, what's happening? Live under a rock? Oh, just drama. It's the usual.
Tweet is obviously about him, with a screenshot of the original tweet and him linking a video about Hassan. Great video covering all the bullshit. It's worse than you think. Hassan, the Hassan situation directly related to the tweet. So you lied. That's what initially pissed me off.
It's not like a lying. Like, obviously it's about Hassan. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's like so obviously about Hassan. You just can't read between the lines. You know what? It's crazy. You know what's crazy? A lot of the times with people, they have... This is a very common trait in like autistic people. Like failing to read between the lines and stuff is a trait that autistic people have. They sometimes see things very black and white and literally, you know. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not trying to say anything, but like sometimes it's a very common trait in autistic people where like you just take things very literally. You know, I'm not saying he is, but like maybe he just has black and white thinking sometimes. I'm gonna be real, I didn't understand Teccy's reply at first. Well, that's because you're autistic, chair. And if you say that you're not, you are wrong, because you are absolutely autistic. Caught. Caught. I'm so good, bro. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so good. I don't need another fat ass on my screen, bro. That's his cheeks clapping, bro. That's his fucking cheek. No one could do it as good as Shinya. That's the problem. No one could do it as good as Shinya. He actually, it jiggled, bro. Bro, it jiggled. It had curvature. Like Shinya's like throwing it back had fucking curvature on it. You know what I mean? Like actual curvature. Yeah, Shinya shakes it like a hoe. Like he has experience. Tell me why every a single fucking time I open the stream I see some freaky shit. I don't know, man. You tell me. Yeah, he actually bent his back. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's just like blatantly lying. Like if you want to go on to like Twitter and I don't know, like politically debate, put your opinions, you can go and do that. I didn't say you couldn't. But that's not what this is. This is you trying to get a gotcha moment based on a blatant lie. Like just literally like playing dumb. Like I said, like high school level bullshit. Pissed me off.
He missed the memo. I feel like that's really... I feel this is really the beginning and the conclusion of this whole thing. Yet again, this whole thing starts because of like a misunderstanding. Do you know what I mean? This whole thing literally started because Mr. said you misinterpreted, misunderstood the point of this tweet, and now all this is spiraled because of it. It's always, why is it always just one simple misunderstanding? You know what I mean? Look at the first tweet was May 4th, the video reply was May 5th, the same time he posted gotcha moment. Wait, where's the 9:31 p.m. 9:31 p.m. Okay, it's a couple of hours later. It's a couple of hours later. It's a couple of hours later. The same time he posts the got you moment tweet on Hassan. Oh my god, this guy's so disingenuous, it's crazy. Okay, well, I mean, like, we'll have to see, like, what Hassan tweeted as well, but, like, yeah. Just tuning in already, loose braid cells, chat help. He's not politically, blah, blah, blah. Hello, streamer chat, taking out drama. Hi, Project Red, yeah. Yeah, there's more shit happening, more shit hitting the fan today. I mean, 8 misunderstanding where bro got so mad over this because Teccy went after Hassan. I know, it's just so strange. It's so strange to be mad over, like, a truth. Like, why do you have to be so mad about this? Like, you're getting mad at, like, doing, like, a bait tweet. You get it. Like, bro got mad at rage bait. Imagine, like, getting mad over rage bait directed to someone else. Like, this was meant to be rage bait against, like, Hassan. Imagine, like, you yourself getting mad over someone else's, like, intended rage bait. No, not my favorite creator. Why would you do that? No. No, like, you're actually getting mad over someone else's rage bait intended for someone else. No, why would you do that to my favorite little Hassan? Yeah, getting baited on behalf of someone else is a fucking wild thing to admit to. Like, I'm really not trying to, like, I have nothing against SipSipStefen. I really don't, but I feel like this is kind of, like, silly. I think he kind of, like, missed the point here. I do think bro kind of fucking missed the point here. Like, no, not to my Hassan army. This is clearly Tectone, and this is clearly about Hassan. Why are you pretending like it's not him? Why are you pretending? This is very clearly Tectone. You even linked, you silly bald man. You even linked his YouTube video directly under the tweet. Why are you lying? Why are you lying, Tectone? Why? I mean, he's not lying. That's why. Because, like, he's not lying. This is bait. Like, it's anyone with a brain can tell he's obviously talking about Hassan and Hassan orbiters. The whole anyone. That's not the point. Right? That's not the point. We all know.
So, I corrected it. Because also, in my personal opinion, I don't think Tectone should be even talking about any of this stuff. Because he said it himself many times on stream, or at least recently a couple times, that he doesn't even, like, know about, like, all this political stuff, that he's, like, trying to catch up and all this stuff. And I'm like, why get yourself involved in all of this if you're not well versed in these topics?
Like, I could agree with this sentiment, right? I agree with the sentiment. I think it's a bad idea to get yourself involved in geopolitics if you yourself are clued up what's going on. I agree with him. Do you know what I'm not gonna do? Fucking police what another creator does or doesn't say or post about. Do you know, it's that easy. And if someone, one of my friends or creators, says something or does something that I think is, like, not okay, I'll tell them privately, hey, this very specific thing that you said, I don't think maybe was okay. Am I gonna be like, oh, I don't know this alt-right thing that you're doing? No, I would be specific. Like, hey, I don't know if you were entirely on base with this one, but, you know, just letting you know, especially if they're, like, a friend, sure, it's okay to, like, you know, be accountable, hold your friends accountable sometimes to things, but policing content is something else. Okay, you don't like what they might do, okay, so what? Like, I could agree that maybe he shouldn't do that kind of content, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't like what you're doing. And saying all this shit publicly. I don't know. It's just strange. It's just really strange. It's like the number one thing. Just don't police other people's content like that.
Like, they're very complicated and complex situations. So then, this is a reply I got.
It's so funny. Dude, I find this so funny. I find this so funny. Oh god, you want to fuck Hassan? I forgot. Chat, I forgot. Sad face. Everyone out. I forgot. I forgot. Sad. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I just find it funny, dude. I just find it funny. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot.
Fuck me for that, no. He sent me this message. He said, oh god, you want to fuck Hassan? I forgot. Sad face.
I'm sorry, it's funny. I'm sorry, it's funny. I'm sorry, it's funny. Oh, I'm sorry, it's funny. Oh god, you want to fuck Hassan? I forgot. I agree with you politically on this issue. And you did mention him below it. The tweet was obviously about him. Why do you think he has an issue with what I said? Why do you think he took such offense to be saying Terrence Burger is bad? Honestly, Tectone, you've had a lot of great content. That's the real DM. I agree with SipSip's sentiment of tennis go down the alt-right path, but that's nothing to do with hating Hassan and everything to do with statements and tennis mates casually, like the casual win word comments. Sure, like you know, you can have that take, you can have that opinion of like people going down a pipeline, but like calling someone like alt-right or red pill is just kind of like strange. And just doing this out of the blue without kind of explaining yourself is weird and not okay, right? Just saying this without backing up what you're saying, or saying this out of the blue without any like supporting like wording, is not okay. And then to like ignore someone for a couple of days afterwards is stonewalling, right? It's stonewalling. It's just not an okay thing to do. Every political streamer off the platform, these motherfuckers sit around their room talking about geopolitics, not understanding the intricacies of wars. No, true. They're sure. I agree. Get rid of all politics.
So that's your argument? That's your argument? Instead of just being like, and this is where the Tectone friendship for me degrades, is through this conversation and his actions outside this conversation. I literally catch you blatantly lying, and your first thing is to just like straw man an argument.
Bro, what? You didn't catch bro? Why is he really thinks that? He really thinks he caught Tectone in a lie. He really think he got him in a lie when it's so obvious to everyone that it's just so obvious.
That the only reason the only reason I could be against you in this situation, the only possible, you know, reason is that I want to sleep with Hassan. That I think Hassan is hot. That's the only solution as to how SipSipStefen could be against Tectone in this situation.
No, it's bro, what? What? That's not what's being said either. That's not what's being said. What? That's not what's being said at all. Since when is this message being together? The only reason why I'm saying this stuff is because I want to fuck Hassan. Yeah, oh my god, of course. Why? He's not saying that at all. He doesn't, I don't think he gets, like, that kind of, like, banter. Again, I would like to point out that it's a very common trait with autistic people that they take things kind of literally. I have a feeling this is the case of black and white thinking. Maybe we're taking words at face value and we're applying more into it. And I kind of feel like maybe bro is projecting a little bit. I have a sneaky feeling bro might be projecting. You know, because he's saying, oh, the only reason is because I want to fuck us. He never said that. You're saying that. You're the one saying that. You're the one saying that that's the only reason why he's saying this. No, I think you're projecting that a little bit. Look at this. I've seen this already. Hassan makes me such a bottom, it's crazy. Like, yeah, he's a Hassan orbiter. That's what we take away from this. Bro is a Hassan orbiter. Like, bro is projecting when he says these things.
Sleep
like,
with Hassan, for me, degrades is through this conversation.
This whole bit.
And his actions outside this conversation. I literally catch you blatantly lying. And your
No, you didn't.
first thing is to just like straw man an argument that the only reason I could be against you in this situation, the only possible, reason is that I want to sleep with Hassan.
No, he didn't. Bro called Teccy a liar. Bro just lied twice. Actually, we could see on the screen, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He never said the only reason he's saying these things is because he wants to fuck Hassan. That's not what he said. We're now taking words and adding context onto it that doesn't appear here. And he didn't catch him in a lie. That initial tweet is not a lie. The initial, I forgot what the fuck it was. What the fuck the tweet was. Oh my god. But like, it's not a lie. It's so obvious to everybody that he's talking about Hassan.
That I think Hassan is hot. That's the only solution as to how SipSipStefen could be against Tectone in this situation. So I replied, I said, I just don't agree with you politically on this issue. And you did mention it below it. The tweet was obviously about him. He says, why do you think...
Yes. Yes, because the tweet is about Hassan. Congratulations.
I think he has an issue with what I said. Why do you think you took such offense to me saying terrorist propaganda is bad? And I think this is where Tectone's...
Okay, then why did you... Again, him answering this question is important because it provides context to the tweet. Does he avoid it again?
Lack of experience, I would say, like in the actual like political debate sphere, in my opinion, kind of shows. This shit is just typical like debate bait. One, I'm not Hassan. I can't answer for his actions, his thoughts, his feelings, his whatever. I am not Hassan. So, like...
It's also such a cop-out answer. I'm not Hassan, so I can't say what he'd think, why he wouldn't do that. I'm not Hassan, so I don't know why someone might have responded this way, so I'm not going to comment about it. Okay, but we're gonna get involved enough to comment about what, like, Teccy does and says about, like, shit? Huh? That's, like, such a cop-out answer. Like, you are so fine. You are so fine with calling another creator, I don't like how you're going down this pipeline and how you're doing your content. But when it comes to, like, Hassan, it's like, I'm not in Hassan's head. I'm not gonna speak about what he might think or feel. Like, huh? What? That's such like a cop-out answer to this.
Like, the only response that this would be my interpretation plus my political opinions on this situation, which I do have. For anyone who is questioning this, hi, my name is SipSipStefen, and I am pro-Palestine. I am pro, like, free Palestine. I am against genocide. I have tweeted it before.
Okay, cool.
I do not think what is happening in Palestine right now is okay.
Same. I feel the same way.
It's not a shock. It is not something I've hidden.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people are, right? Am I crazy? Like, yes. Stop the fucking genocide. Free Palestine. Yet, yes. Like, you know, yes. Like, I think this shit that's happening in Gaza right now is fucking awful. And I think there's a lot of shit going on right now that just is not okay, and it needs to be fucking sorted out, and it's fucking bad. I think most people feel that way when it comes to Gaza. If you're pro-Palestine, doesn't mean you have to support Hassan with everything he says. Exactly. You could be fucking pro-Palestine and have sympathy for what's going on, and also not agree with a lot of stuff of how it's being dealt with. You know what I mean? It's like, you know?
I am against, like, killing innocent people.
Yeah, there you go. Another pro-Palestine one. So yeah, I see now why he dodged the question. Teccy asked him. What does that mean? There's nothing wrong with being pro-Palestine, like, at all. But, like, I don't know why that response is... It's kind of... It's so weird. It's so strange that he's using this as some kind of, like... Hey guys, I'm pro-Palestine, got you. Like, somehow Tectone, like, wouldn't be. Like, somehow Tectone's views, or you seeing him as being this alt-right red pill, means that he doesn't agree with Palestine. Or he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have, like, sympathy for that stuff. It's like, the way he's introducing himself is like, hey guys, free Palestine. It's like, you're saying that, like, somehow Tectone or Tectone's community is somehow against that. Like, that's a really odd thing to, like, bring up. I don't know. Am I strange? Like, it still doesn't answer the questions, but he's still avoiding them.
Now, of course, there's a lot of nuance to that. There's a lot of, you know, layers. There's a lot of, do you denounce this? Do you denounce that? I'm not going to go into that because, like I said, I am not a political streamer. I'm not a political commentator. My job isn't like a Hassan where I sit on the computer and, like, talk about that all day.
Yeah, but he's not asking you. He's not asking you to, like, do that publicly. He's DMing you. He's DMing you, and he's not asking you to give your thoughts about, like, terrorism or terrorist propaganda. He's literally saying, why do you think Hassan is taking my tweet and talking about it? Maybe because it's fucking about him! That's the point. It's got nothing to do whether or not you agree or disagree with whatever the terrorist propaganda is going on Twitch. That's not the point. The whole thing is about Hassan is talking about it because he knows it's about him. And it's like a self-report.
Why would I do that when that's not what I do? I have a stance, but that doesn't...
Again, he's missing the whole point of the tweet. He's missing the whole point of the... I don't know, man. I feel like this is just like... A bro just missed the point. That's literally all this is. Bro just missed the point. I really think that, like... SipSipStefen just has a very strong take about this, and he's kind of tunnel visioned into this view and this interpretation of the tweet, and doesn't really kind of understand the bigger picture of it. I really don't want to be a dick. I'm not. I don't. I think this is just a case of, like, being a bit tunnel visioned. I feel like it's just being a little bit tunnel visioned on what's going on. And I think if he had if he actually had a conversation with Teccy and didn't just kind of ignore and try to speak with him, maybe they could come to, like, an understanding of the actual interpretations of things. But if he doesn't want to engage in that dialogue, then he doesn't want to engage. I really feel like this is just a case of like really bad fucking misinterpretations of like points again. But why is it always that? It's always a misinterpretation of fucking points every single time. What's this? Oh god, you want to fuck Zaddy? I forgot. Yes, yes, yes. Off topic, which one should I get? Tagliatelle bolognese, pasta, or peachy cacio e pepe? Tagliatelle. Tagliatelle. I forgot. Bro, this tweet is so funny. I'm so sorry. I'm so proud of this tweet. I'm so proud of this tweet. Literally. Tectone reading this. This tweet is so funny to me, dude. It's so anyway.
Does it mean that like I'm going to become a debate lord or debate bro?
He's not asking you that. He's not asking you that either. He's just like, he's trying to explain. He's literally trying to explain the tweet to you. Right? He's literally just trying to explain the tweet, and like you're still not engaging. Oh, I'm not. I you know, I don't want to talk about. I'm not inside Hassan's head. I can't speak for him. I'm free Palestine. I'm not a debate bro. I'm not getting into it. Yeah, like we're saying all these things. Yeah, but I'm not a debate bro. I'm not getting into it. I don't want to engage with your question, so I can understand why my tweet might have also been misinformed. It's I'm just so confused.
And that doesn't mean I'm going to become low-key a Tectone or an Asmongold, because that's like, I've said it already on stream before lately, but I'm going to say it again. Like, Tectone is the Asmongold pipeline. And that's the exact reason why I follow up with my up and coming message, is because I directly see it. And I think anyone saying he's not is literally being obtuse, like on purpose. Number one, Tectone and Asmongold are like, I don't want to say they're besties. I actually don't know them, their personal lives. But it's very clear he was on OTK. He has always something good to say about Asmongold. He obviously likes Asmongold. And Asmongold, I'm pretty sure, likes Tectone. It's very obvious. Now, here's going to be a shocking revelation. I used to like Asmongold. Sure, the Tectone fans.
There definitely is a thing of Asmongold going down the political, like, the political route. Obviously, he's become like a political commentator these days. And I don't agree with a lot of what he says personally. You know? It's like, I don't agree with that personally, but like, who cares? Why does this matter? Like why does this matter? Like, I just don't understand why this matters. I really don't. I think, like, I just don't get why this matters. Like, this is not talking about like something so massive and huge. We're literally talking about fucking tweets, right? This is what I don't get. We're not talking about fucking mega geopolitics. We're talking about fucking tweets and Twitch and what you can and can't say on Twitch. We're not talking about the global state of the world. We're talking about fucking tweets and Twitch and what you can and cannot say. That's it. That's literally it. Right? That's literally fucking it, right? Teccy made the initial tweet being like, hey, of this political stuff and this like terrorist propaganda stuff, which is true, keeps happening on Twitch, I might leave. Okay, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the actual intricacies of the political ideologies or anything like that. We're talking about fucking tweets and Twitter and like propaganda. It's we're not having this big meta conversation about politics. We're talking about Twitch and what you can and cannot say.
Gagged about that. Also, I used to play World of Warcraft. I know. Oh my god. The gay boy is more than just Genshin. Wait until you learn that I had a League phase too. Like, oh, the stereotypes are crazy. What class? Hunter. And then Mage. And then, no, that's a lie. I started with Disc Priest in Legion. And then I had a...
He started in Legion? Oh my god. Uber gay. Honestly, I appreciate SipSipStefen's energy. I do. I would love to have a conversation with him. I I'd love to have a conversation with him. I feel like I could have a fun conversation with him. I just think this whole specific situation is like silly. I do. I really just think it's like a misinterpretation more than anything else. Take your. You've sent me this tweet like a million times. Oh. I love that. That's good. Wait, you're 36? No, I'm 26. I'm 26. No, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I am 26. He's just being silly. He's just being silly. $46 actually. 46, bro, he was off by 10 years. 46. That's so funny. I love Teccy, bro. He's so funny. I want to fuck Hassan. I forgot. Me too, king. Me too. Oh, that's funny, dude. Bro, that's fucking funny. Oh, that's funny. You see, and that's just banter, right? It's just taking shots. I took shots, he took shots. Listen, that's what it is. It's just fucking being silly. It's just being silly.
Panic attack in the night hold with my boyfriend because it was so stressful. I don't know why. He literally told me, he's like, you shouldn't play Disc Priest as your first like thing. Like,
no,
that's
don't.
So difficult.
Bad idea.
But I was like, no, it sounds so cool. Like shielding and healing. Like it sounds broken. And then I literally was like, this is too much. Like I'm literally going to have a panic attack, and did. Anyways. So sorry, Disc Priest into Hunter, which was Marksman, and Marksman only because I hate pets.
Marksman, you played Hunter and didn't do Pet Beastmaster? Ew! Ew! Who plays Hunter and then doesn't go immediately for Beastmaster? You get a free fucking taunt, bro. Why? Ew! Ew! Bro, went for Marksman? Ew! Ew! Ew!
Did Evoker since then. Mage was like a hot...
I know he plays an Evoker? Oh, he's a fucking scaly, bro. Now he plays Evoker? Evoker's fucking shit. Unless you're the healing one. Even the healing one's kind of fucky. Evoker's fucking like... Goddamn. I'm questioning bro's like WoW choices.
Like 3-second thing. But as long as they lasted in BFA. See? Do you see the way I'm talking about it? I'm not even grifting. I'm being so serious. I know the lingo. So now you have to believe me. I know that the Tectone stands don't want to believe it. That I'm... closer to the bros than they realize, but I am. It's disgusting. It's a part that I don't let people know about because the girlies and the gays would literally banish me from the Fae realm. That was like the nerdiest thing I've ever fucking said in my life. Anyways, I used to watch Asmongold. I stopped watching Asmongold. Like, I think I made a tweet about it and people made fun of me, but it was like kind of recent-ish. Maybe more than a year, maybe a bit less. I don't know. But like within the past year or two. Because Asmongold... And people... It's a... I know that the Tectone stands... See? Do you see the way I'm talking about it? I'm not even grifting. I'm being so serious. Evoker since then.
Huh?
Mage was like a hot like 3-second thing. about as long as they lasted in BFA. See, do you see the way I'm talking about it? I'm not even grifting. I'm being so serious. I know the lingo. So now you have to believe me. I know that the Tectone stands don't want to believe it, that I'm closer to the bros than they realize.
I don't know what this is trying to prove. I don't know what this is trying to prove. Am I crazy? I don't know what this is trying to prove. Like, okay, so what?
But I am. It's disgusting. It's a part that I don't let people know about.
What, that you played World of Warcraft? Is that what he's saying? I don't want people to know that I played World of Warcraft and I used to watch Asmongold. What? What? I don't want people to know that I don't want anyone to know that I used to watch Asmongold or I liked World of Warcraft because I don't want people to think I'm such an awful human being.
Because the girlies and the gays would literally banish me from the Fae realm.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Oh, he didn't want to be outcasted by the gays. The theys and the thems. I see. I see. I don't know. Listen. I feel like, I'll be real, I feel like it's a kind of shame that you have to kind of like hide parts of yourself to fit into a like community of people. And I also kind of feel like generalizing like the gay community like that, saying that like if you're like this sort of person to be outcast from like a gay community is kind of crazy. Because I know like a lot of people who are like in that community and who, like, that still fuck with stuff like that. There's a lot of them. So to suddenly say like, oh, like, I'll be outcast of this community if I say that I watch Asmongold or play World of Warcraft is like, that's like a really shit thing. Right? That just like, suddenly you're not allowed to like enjoy things. Virtue Signature now a pick me. It is kind of pick me behavior, like a little bit, right? I don't know. Yeah, like I don't understand how this is relevant either. If you'll be outcasted for being yourself, maybe that's not the space for you and that's fine. I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people conform to fit in a space if they want to. That's fine. It is just a shame that like if you feel like, hey, I can't talk about this thing, say I like this thing, will be outcast. It's kind of a shame. Gatekeeping. Oh my god, crazy. Every space people like that in it? No, absolutely. No, totally. Yeah, it's high school behavior for sure. For sure. I think he's joking though. No, obviously he's being hyperbolic. I want to make it very clear he's obviously being very hyperbolic. He doesn't literally mean if he said he liked Asmongold, he would be outcast from a gay community forever. Obviously fucking not. Obviously fucking not. But I just, you know.
That was like the nerdiest thing I've ever fucking said in my life. Anyways. I used to watch Asmongold. I
want to make that, like, it's very obvious that he's being hyperbolic. I'm not trying to, like, say it as, like, as a definite. It's just, like, the fact that the joke is made is, like, I feel like it's a little bit of, like, read between the lines.
Stopped watching Asmongold. Like, I think I made a tweet about it and people made fun of me. But it was, like, kind of recent-ish. Maybe more than a year, maybe a bit less. I don't know. But, like, within the past year or two. Because Asmongold, in my opinion, right-wing pipeline. Or alt-right, whatever. Also, I don't know why people keep thinking that the alt-right is, like, extremism. Maybe...
Because it is. Because the alt-right is literally extremist. Right? Do you guys remember what the alt-right used to be like 10 fucking years ago? The alternative right fucking 10 years ago. used to be I'll be real. Do you want me to name someone who I believe is like true alt-right? Fucking Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is an example of someone who is like alt-right. I wouldn't say Andrew Tate is alt-right, no. Milo Yiannopoulos, I would consider to be someone on the edge of that 10 years ago. Right? The alternative right was very much an extremist group of people. I don't think you guys truly know what that entailed and who that was about back then. That's where that term really came from and was popularized about 2016, 10 years ago. The alt-right referred to people like your Nick Fuenteses, right? Who's the other guy? The fucking, wait, hold up. Let me Google this before I get something wrong. Yeah, so you had Nick Fuentes is an alt-right. The Proud Boys, I'm pretty sure is like actually alt-right. Do you guys remember the fucking Proud Boys? Right? That's alt-right. Right? Proud Boys, people like Nick Fuentes, that's alt-right. Asmongold is not alt-right. Asmongold is not fucking alt-right. He is not an extremist. Right? He is not some kind of far-right neo-Nazi fascist. That's an alt-right. An alt-right is the fucking extreme fascist fucking neo, like the almost militant. Right? People like fucking Gavin McInnes, Nick Fuentes, I'd consider them to be alt-right. Those are old school names. People haven't spoken about Gavin McInnes as a long fucking time. In a long fucking time. That's alt-right. Asmongold is not alt-right. Okay. He is not alt-right.
I might be on.
I loved Gavin. I don't know, brother. I don't know, bro. Bro, I don't know how I feel. If you're someone who like Gavin McInnes, you have to be mindful of the fucking Proud Boys and what they kind of fucking did. They were violent. I ain't not cool.
My perspective, alt-right was always like, I'm right-winged, but make it
the modern day
punk, like,
left
make
is
it
more
seem-
alt-right nowadays. In terms of like aggression, it's getting there for sure. In terms of aggression, but you know, for sure. To be fair, he said Aswin is a pipeline to the alt-right. Sure, but like, how long's that fucking pipe? If you're saying Asman is a fucking alt-right pipeline, then bro, how long is that fucking pipe? It's gonna stretch like fucking kilometers, bro. How long is that pipe? You say, bro, it's like a pipeline, and we're talking about political commentary, right? How long's the fucking pipe? Like, do I have to do a paint? Do I have to get fucking MS Paint? All right, we're talking about the alt-right pipeline, okay? Here's the political compass. Here's a political thing, right? Like, alt-right. Here's you being alt-right. Right? How long's the fucking pipeline? Maybe Asman is like somewhere here, okay? And the alt-right is all the way fucking here, right? But you failed to mention that this pipeline is fucking 5 million kilometers long. Obviously, there are people like way over here. And then you have people like Hassan. It's honestly, it's like a fucking circle. It's not a pipe, it's like a loop. Can I be honest? I feel like the alt-right pipeline is actually kind of like a loop, right? You have like your alt-right people here, and then you have like your like Hassan people here. Not quite like Hassan. You have your extremist fucking leftists here. It's like a fucking circle. I'll be so fucking real. Because all of these extremist sides are more similar than you might think on some things. right? They're equally more similar. So this fucking pipeline is actually just a fucking circle. It just depends what fucking pole you sit on that day. I'll be so honest. That is like, this pipeline is a fucking circle. The horse, it's the horseshoe theory. It literally is. It literally is. It's the fucking, oh. Funny how Hassan is so protected and supported by the far left, while Hassan himself hates and talks shit about them all the time.
Like, make it different. Pretty sure like extreme right is just fascism. But I might be uneducated on that, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've always viewed it. If that's the case, I'll take the fucking L. But that is what I meant by alt-right, like edgy,
No, bro. Yeah, he gets it alt-right being fascist, and then he says edgy. Edgy is fascist now? Like alt-right is just being, is alt-right being edgy, or is alt-right being fascist? What?
Internet right-wing thing. I feel like anyone that knows internet culture knows what I'm talking about.
I feel there's just a lot of people who like just don't understand the terms properly. That's what this is. This is just a lot of people just not clued into what these terms mean. We're now calling like just edgy people fascist. That's just like that's dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't know, man. I genuinely think that's like a dangerous mindset to have. Saying just edgy is fascist is dangerous.
Like it so it's alt-right? Ooh, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're low-key wrong, and I don't agree with you at all. I think that, like, the right has moved
He's
so
not saying
far.
that, though. He literally did. Am I crazy?
Edgy. Uneducated on that, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've always viewed it. If that's the case, I'll take the fucking L. But that is what I meant by alt-right, like edgy internet right-wing thing. I feel like anyone that knows internet culture knows what I'm talking about.
Alt-right is basically fascism, but he's claiming that it's just edgy. Yeah, he's using like Hassan terminology. It's very obvious. Like, he didn't. You're using that your definition. He's using his. Bro, do I have to go back even more?
Maybe a bit less. I don't know. Stopped watching Asmongold. Like,
do I have to go back even more?
I think I made a tweet about it and people made fun of me. But it was like kind of recent-ish. Maybe more than a year, maybe a bit less. I don't know. But like within the past year or two. Because Asmongold, in my opinion, right-wing pipeline. Or alt-right, whatever. Also, I don't know why people keep thinking that the alt-right is like extremism. Maybe I might be uneducated in this. From my perspective, alt-right was always like, I'm right-winged, but make it punk, like make it seen, like make it different. Pretty sure like extreme right is just fascism.
Okay. Fair. He did not say edgy is fascism. He didn't say that. Fair. I take that back. But still, he's still wrong in his analysis of what alt-right means. Alt doesn't mean like alternative or punk. It literally is extremism. That's like 10 years ago. That's what it was. Like, it literally is extremism.
But I might be uneducated on that, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've always viewed it.
And I think if you feel as though that you don't know what you're talking about, and yet you're placing that on someone else, it's not okay. Like, you're placing terms that you don't fully understand onto people in like a DM. If I got called alt-right, I'd be like, holy shit, bro's trying to call me a fucking fascist. The fuck? What's going on? So maybe we should be careful of the terms that we use, and we should do a bit more thinking for ourselves before we say these things, because these things can be really fucking like serious to people. Right? Alt-right is fascism. It's very extreme, and to suddenly label something like that, I'd be like, hey, what the fuck too?
If that's the case, I'll take the fucking L. But that is what I meant by alt-right. Like edgy internet right-wing thing. I feel like anyone that knows internet culture knows what I'm talking about. I don't like it, so it's alt-right. Ooh, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're low-key wrong, and I don't agree with you at all. I think that, like, the right has moved so far to the right. You know, it's funny, I'm doing that, and I'm using my left hand. There we go. The right has moved so far to the right that the center is now to the right. So no, anyone that's left, like, even a little looks insane. Like, y'all are like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. And it's literally like wanting healthcare for everyone. Not wanting sense, like, point.
I don't even know what he's trying to say at this point. I'll be real. I don't really know what he's trying to say. I feel like I have to re-listen to what bro is saying.
That's where you're low-key. I don't like it, so it's all with you at all. I think that, like, the right has moved so far to the right. You know, it's funny, I'm doing that, and I'm using my left hand.
Do you know what I think has happened? I don't think the right... I think everyone's wrong when they talk about this. Some people go that the left has gone so far left and the right has gone so far right. Do you know what I think has happened? I think everything has done this. I think the whole shit has expanded. On all sides. It's not a right versus left. The whole political space has expanded. Because now everyone talks about politics like it's fucking sports teams. And if you're not heavily supporting one side, then you must be heavily supporting the other. Red versus blue, baby. Let's fucking go. Like, it's expanding on all fucking sides. That's how I truly feel about this. The left's becoming more fucking insufferable. The right's becoming more fucking insufferable. The world is going to fucking shit because people support politics like fucking sports teams. People would much rather have an ideology and stick by it like a fucking sports team. Even if they disagree with something in their own ideology, they will still stick with it because it's their ideology, right? And if the other team makes a good point, because it's a team you don't like, you will still do everything in your power to, like, shit on it because it's from the other fucking team. We're living in a fucking world where we can't ever have peace from this shit because of that. I've made this analogy before. We all have that friend that we don't fucking like, right? Maybe we don't fuck with as heavy, right? And sometimes they'll make that friend, that person you don't like, makes a good point. Annoyingly, that person that you don't like makes a good point. But because you don't like them, you will still disagree with them anyway. You will still disagree with them anyway because you don't like them. And you're spiteful and we're human. That's what's happening in politics. The other team can make a good fucking point, but because it's the other team, you won't agree with it. And you'll still try to defend your own side without coming to, like, a consensus in the fucking middle. That's what happens in 2025. That's why the world feels so divisive. That's why it feels like, what the fuck is going on right now? It's happening in every single corner of social commentary, in politics, in everything, on social media, in every single part of our lives now. It's treated like fucking sports teams. That's why our world is going to fucking shit. Dumb. So dumb. So fucking dumb. Ridiculously dumb.
There we go. The right has moved so far to the right that the center is now to the right. So no, anyone that's left, like, even a little looks insane. Like, y'all are like, oh my god, you guys
No, it's a rapid expansion on all fucking fronts, stub man. It's a rapid fucking expansion.
are crazy, and it's literally like wanting healthcare for everyone. Not wanting like pointless war.
It's the opposite? No, Drag, it's not the opposite. It's equal on all sides. It's a fucking domain expansion on all fronts. And anyone who tries to argue one side or the other, I'm gonna call a fucking moron. If you're someone who's like, oh no, it's the left has become so far left, I'm gonna call you a moron. If you say, oh no, the right's become more far right, I'm gonna call you a fucking moron too. Y'all a bunch of fucking morons. This is far worse on the right than the left? Says who?
Like, okay. But anyways, I'm not going to get into the politics thing because, like I said, I'm not a political streamer, but that is my opinion on that specifically.
Fuck it, I'm going to become a political streamer. Fuck it. I'm so tired of people having shit takes on politics. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of people having fucking shit political takes, dude. I'm so tired of it, dude.
Anyways, so Tecton said, why do you think he has an issue with what I said? Why do you think he took such offense to me saying terrorist propaganda is bad? I wasn't entertaining it because number one, which I ended up being correct about, I knew if I started sounding off in here being like, well, these are my opinions on Hassan. These are my opinions on the politics. These are my opinions on Palestine and Israel. Well, the fear in my head was I am going to get dragged into this massive ass mess that I didn't want to get dragged into in this way. I went to correct Tecton in one instance. Does that mean that I signed up to become also a part of like the Hassan, Frogan, H3, like Tecton fucking...
You're not that guy. I don't want to be a dick. I don't want to be a dick. I don't think making that reply makes you that guy. I don't think suddenly you're going to be thrust into the main circle of like creators that are talking about this. Can I be so real? I really that doesn't throw you into like the sea. I'm not trying to be a dick. I don't think you're that guy. I know. Passing comments are in fact passing comments. You know what I mean? I just like
parallelogram? Fuck no. I just was like, Tecton, you're acting hella fucking dumb. Loki, honestly, I was Loki hoping that he would stop, that he would realize, and I'd be like, can you just go back to like doing gacha content?
Okay, that's narcissistic. I'll be real, that's probably the most narcissistic thing I've heard in a hot minute. Me talking to you. Bro, this kind of reminds me of a recent situation. This kind of reminds me of a recent gacha situation. You know, where it's like someone reaches out to you and you're like, I just really hope that you could be better. And then that person doesn't become better because they're not obligated to. And then it's like, damn, I just really hope that like my words would like change them as a human being. And the fact that they didn't, they're fucking shit for doing that. Like, you didn't take my advice. Like, how could you? You didn't take my advice. Like, I was hoping you would take my advice. Like, why? Like, it's like, okay, you're not owed that. No one is owed that. Why do you think someone should take your advice? It's incredibly like a narcissistic worldview to have, that someone should just fucking do as you say like that, right? Someone should just do as you say.
That's genuinely what I
That's
wanted.
incredibly narcissistic.
Like, for the love of God, please don't go down this route. Because I knew. And as you said from my previous message, where I said, we don't always agree on things, I already had an inkling that me and Tecton didn't agree on everything. But this is my opinion. I do, and again, the Tecton stands who are here are going to be shocked. I do have the opinion that, yes, you can be friends.
Are you saying the world doesn't revolve around me and I'm not the main character who could change the outcome of the side characters in my life? Who's this guy? It's SipSipStefen.
or like make nice or whatever you want to call it, or be cordial or civil with people that you don't always like agree with on everything. But with that in mind, before the leftists in my chat go crazy, there is also a line to that. Like, as in, there is a line for me where if you cross that line, like, I can deal with some disagreements, but if you cross certain lines, I don't know if I, like, well, I'm not gonna say I don't know. I clearly can't. Like, I can't be friends with you. Like, cause, like, it's like it's serious to me kind of thing. And
okay, like, fine. If someone oversteps a line that you don't like, you don't want to associate yourself with them, okay, fine. Like, that's you could do that. You could do that, sure. Like, okay.
That line, I think, through this situation was definitely crossed.
But what? Where was where's the line? I would like to know where that line was. Yeah, I would like to know where that line was, personally. Like, where is the... So, show us on the line where the bald man touched you. I would like to know where that line was crossed. Like, was it like specifically talking about Hassan? Like, what part of it was so bad? About him saying, hey, all these political streamers, this terrorist propaganda being pushed on Twitch, I don't like, I might move. Like, what part of it was so bad that, like, you can't associate anymore? Was it was it really all because he really thought he lied in that initial tweet? Is that what it is? I feel like that's what, I genuinely think this whole thing came from a misunderstanding of a fucking tweet. That's like the craziest thing about this. I genuinely believe this whole thing has come from a misunderstanding of a tweet.
So instead of taking the bait, because I didn't want to become involved in the political stuff, and I was already worried at this point, knowing Tectone's history, which was valid, that he was going to put me on stream. I was like, I'm not taking this bait. I'm not answering these questions because I'm not going to get content farmed. Put the clown face on me now, chat, because here I am.
You called him alt-right and then ignored him for days. You called him alt-right and then proceeded to ignore him for days. You stonewalled him. Huh? You replied to his tweet. You... Oh.
I am being content farmed anyways, but hey, a bitch tried. I said, honestly, Tectone, and this was my genuine feeling, I feel like you're going down the alt-right red pill political grifting pipeline. Does that mean I think Tectone is full alt-right, full everything, worst person, Elon Musk level? No. But do I think he's in the tube? Like, in the tube, sliding...
He's going down a tube that he doesn't even know what the alt-right is. This is what I mean. Like, he admitted he doesn't know really what the alt-right is, yet he's saying he's going down this pipeline. I feel like he doesn't even know what he's talking about properly, and that's why he's just, like, parroting things that he hears from, like, Hassan. Right? I really feel like he's parroting things that he hears from Hassan without actually fully knowing what this means. Because, like, Teccy made a tweet about not wanting terrorist propaganda on Twitch. I mean, I don't know, man. I would love to, like, just understand some of the deeper thought processes going on here with Stefan. Like, again, I'm really not trying to shit on the guy. I don't want to. I'm just very, like, confused. I'm just kind of confused at this point.
Down the fucking slide or the water slide? Hell the fuck yes. 100% I would die on that hill.
But you don't even know where that slide leads. You're saying alt-right is like, you think it's like edgy, and it's just not. And it's, you say you'll die in that hill. You're gonna die on a hill of a pipeline you don't even know where it leads to.
And I said, and I just hate to see that for you and wish you wouldn't, as you've had a lot of great content that isn't this. My opinion on it, listen, if Tectone wants to go into politics, I'm not his fucking mom, dad, nothing, not even his bestie. He can go and do that. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Do I think that's a good idea for him and his mental? Hell no. The freaking, any Tectone viewer even would tell you that these past like 2 weeks or whatever have probably been the most insane, in my opinion, for Tectone's career. He has literally himself said that he might get completely banned off of Twitch. Like, permanently. Permanently. He said that from a source, someone told him that within the next 31 days, he's getting permed. And I'm going to be real. The world of politics and everything, pretty ruthless, pretty...
At what point is he trying to make? I feel the only time Teccy really talks about politics is like when Hassan, like the Hassan thing, or it's relating to Twitch. When it's like relating to Twitch and what Twitch allows or doesn't allow, or talking about Hassan, because hey, at this point, it's a fucking farm. I don't blame Teccy for fucking farming a guy who's also farming him. Like, it is what it is, right? Hey, the game's the game. Game's the fucking game.
Pretty awful, very cutthroat. And from my outer perspective, I was like, I feel like this is parasocial, but I'm just like, I'm gonna be real. I'm like, I like looking at the person that Tectone is. I'm like, yeah, you might get views and it might be great all at the start, and everything will feel amazing because everything's blowing up and you're getting like all this traction. And then what?
Okay, Teccy's live. That's cool.
What is it after when the dust settles and then you look around and like all there is like an echo chamber, and you know, like you probably lost a lot of friends on the way, and all you can do now is politics and right-wing talking points, because once you're there and it's very hard to leave. I don't think there are a lot of people that go down the right-wing pipeline like all the way down to, I don't know, like Ben Shapiro level, and then come out and...
He thinks Ben Shapiro is the end of the alt-right pipeline. He thinks Ben Shapiro is the end of the alt-right pipeline. Yeah, bro does not know what he's talking about. Bro has no fucking clue what he's talking about. Bro has no idea what he is talking about. If he says Ben fucking Shapiro is the end of the alt-right pipeline, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. I hope I say this with like love and respect, Stefan. Please get yourself more clued in to the terms that you are using, because this is making you look like you don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to shit on you because I feel like you're just like misinformed. This is what I feel bad now. I feel like the guy is just like misinformed and doesn't really know what he's talking about, and it's making it look bad. It's making him kind of look bad, and I feel bad. I feel like this is just coming from a lack of knowledge and information, and I feel bad. So I don't want to shit on him as like a person, a human being, anything like that. I think this is the case of someone not being informed and making takes that they probably shouldn't.
Like, you know, rebrand. Like, that's a very difficult thing, and that's a thing that follows you forever. That's like the problem. It's not petty drama. It's not random dumb shit on Twitch. Like,
yeah, Nick Fuentes is 10 times worse than Ben Shapiro.
Like literally people's lives, like the things that affect us innately every single day. And that's why like these things will follow you forever. And knowing all that, and again, not saying this in a rude way, just from my outer perspective, seeing Tectone and him not really knowing a ton about politics and what's going on. I don't know if that like whole World War II clip of him was true or not. I don't know if that was just him like grifting and like, not, I don't want to use the word grifting, because like making a dumb joke, like acting dumb on purpose, being like, what if I was in the 1800s? I don't fucking know. But it's very clear, basically from my perspective on his stance, because I don't know how you come to his stance without being uneducated, that he's uneducated in it. And I'm like, going into politics and being
Hey, don't talk about things you don't know about, but I will, and I don't know shit. Yeah, exactly.
in it is like a landmine.
Yeah, I don't think he's not really talking about politics that much. He's talking about like Twitch and Hassan.
Like every step you take is going to be an explosion. And I'm gonna be real, it has been. Ever since. Like every day there has been a mini explosion wherever he steps. Anyways, I gave him my honest opinion there because I didn't want that for him. Whether he wants to believe it or not, there was a part of me that cared. It wasn't a care of like, I'm going to save you and fix you. That's another fucking issue. Oh my God. The Tectone viewers are so weird in my comments. This man is like, I don't know how old he is, 30? I don't know. He's grown. And yet people are like, but if you saw him doing this, why didn't you stop him? What?
Huh? Who said that? Who said that? What? Who? Huh? Has anyone said that? I feel like, yeah, that's just a one guy situation, because who the fuck has said that?
Am I his boyfriend? Like, what do you mean? Why didn't I stop him? What am I, like, am I going to fix him? Like, when did that become my job? Like, that's what? Like, this is the problem. I'm like, we're not even close. So for him to be asking for us to have this conversation, like, I'm like, me and Tectone aren't close. I don't even know if
No, but he just, I feel like this is just like a very, like, simple conversation. This doesn't require like a deep level of like association and friendship to have a conversation about, where you're like talking into someone's tweet. I don't know, man. What the fuck?
I feel comfortable like having this like politically like deep conversation because I don't even know if it's going to get through to him. Like, I don't, like, for me personally,
again, like, you admit you don't know what you're talking about either, and it's like, oh, I don't know if what I say will get through to him because, like, who am I? But it still kind of feels like that you have this opinion that you want to be putting and projecting onto someone else. Am I crazy for thinking that? It still kind of feels like you want to be pushing your ideal onto someone, right? Like, oh, like, I want, like, you know, I can't have this deep conversation with them about politics and explain why they're wrong and have these worldviews. It's like, again, it's kind of, it's a narcissistic trait to kind of put your views onto someone else like that.
I like my opinion. I don't believe people change political opinions from randoms on the internet. Like, genuinely. Which is why I don't argue with people usually who come into my chat and are like, I hate gay people. Like, I don't argue them. You can ask my Twitch chat. I don't sit there and I'm like, well, actually, you should like gay people because blah, 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 blah. Because I'm like, that's a waste of time. What are the odds that a random person that you don't even know or barely know actually changes your opinion on something? Usually, your opinion on things either change from yourself growing in maturity or from people.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he feels like Tectone needs like a fucking intervention. It kind of sounds like he's trying to get Teccy to go into some kind of intervention. Like, what the fuck?
Very close to, like, literally, like, best friends or family having very, like, deep conversations with you and you being, like, in a vulnerable way where you're able to admit, oh, maybe I was wrong about this thing, or you're right. Like, it isn't that simple. So that's my opinion. So that's why I'm like, I am not that person to Tectone. Me and Tectone are not that close. I felt like if I did that, that would have been just as fucking weird.
He's not wrong. At least he's aware of that. He's not wrong.
So I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I gave him my opinion.
But no one, like, you're not expecting to have some kind of deep political conversation here. This isn't some kind of deep political conversation. This is like about a fucking tweet.
And because I, was like, this is my opinion of you. I'm not going to just fully ignore you right now. I'm not going to debate you, but I'm like, this is what I think's happening. I literally said, I feel. I wasn't like, you're going down. I said, like, it's my opinion. At the end of the day, if he wants to disagree, he can fucking disagree. This is a private DM. At this point. Like, this is a private DM. It's not like I'm putting a label on him myself. I just said, that's what I feel like's happening. It's just what I'm observing. And then he said, are you noticing how you didn't answer the question? I can't lie, I had a real good laugh with my sister about this one. Like, yeah, Tectone. It was on purpose. Like, read between the lines. Like, why am I not answering? I mean, he'll tell you, he'll be like, oh, it's because he has nothing to stand on. He doesn't have a point to argue or blah, 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 blah. But I think people need to realize that you're not owed an argument or a debate.
No, you're not, but like, you just called it. You're not owed an argument or debate. What the fuck? No, you're not, but you literally, no. You can't, but hey, you're going down this pipeline and then ignore what's being said and then stonewall them. It's stonewalling. Stefan, you've, like, please learn what that means. Please learn what stonewalling is. That's exactly what you have done in this situation. Like, oh, but you're not owed an argument. It's like, what? You can't say these things and suddenly think you're above it when they respond and ignore. It's just cold cut definition.
Especially since this conversation didn't even start with that. I just told him that he was blatantly lying on Twitter. The conversation just started with me being like, hey, you're lying. Like, in this specific tweet. I'm so like it is about Hassan. Bro.
I'm so stun locked.
He said, also disagreeing with Hassan does not equal alt-right. Very true, it doesn't. There are things that Hassan believes that I disagree with, and I'm definitely not alt-right. No, that's true. But that's not why I think Tectone is on an alt-right pipeline, because he disagrees with Hassan. It's literally just like his framing of arguments, the way he talks about things, his perspectives on stuff and everything this week, and all of the people he's connected to recently, especially. Do I think he's always like this? No. Do I think that he has some left-ish or leftist takes? Sure, but just having a few leftist takes doesn't mean that you're not buying in to alt-right grifting or political grifting.
Oh my god, bro's yapping at this point. Oh my god, bro's yapping. That Nick roll something serious? Stop.
Anyways, more
stop, dude. Stop. Sassy.
Hold on. All right, so
is that it?
Oh, he did say, he said, more. If it is, tell me 3.
Yeah, bro, you just fucking stonewalled him for 2 fucking days.
Alt-right things I've said. This is why I said, for everyone who saw Tectone crashing out and talking about not being alt-right, I apologize. That was my fault. As you can see, I definitely hit a nerve. He then replied after saying, that's kind of insane how after we've been cool for nearly 2 years, you can't even do me the service of merely answering 2 questions or hear me out at all.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Rainy. Oh my god. This is gonna be a crazy video. This is crazy. I'm looking forward to that.
All shame, to be honest. Like, yes, we've been cool for 2 years. But he himself said we are not that close. And I, knowing Tectone, am like, I don't want to reply with all this stuff to give him ammunition to then go on stream and basically do what I'm doing now.
Then why did you send this in the first place? Your mistake was just replying in the first place then. If you didn't want to go down this route, why did you reply in the first place? And then why did you reply with this and then fucking ignore him? Huh?
Now. And just like drag me into all of this, which clearly was inevitable. That was literally it. And I was like, we're not close. I don't want to debate politics with you. I don't do that. Like, I don't know what to explain.
So why didn't you say that then?
Like,
why didn't you at least reply being like, why didn't he at least reply and be like, I'm not feeling it?
I'm a debate lord. I'm not.
Why did he have to wait for 2 days for like a follow-up?
I will tell people my perspectives. I will like explain like, this is why I believe this. This is why I'm coming from this. Like,
excuse me.
But I am never going to be the type of person to do a back and forth kind of thing, because I'm going to be real. I think debates are stupid right now in politics. Not always, but right now in politics, I think they're stupid. And honestly, here's a really cute fun fact. I don't even think that the H3 Hassan debate was something that should have happened. Oh my God, wow. I find Hassan hot and I don't agree with something. I think that was the dumbest shit I've ever seen, because it was nonsensical. It went nowhere. And that's what debates are these days. Debates are not debates
excuse me.
Anymore.
I'm
They're
allergic to fucking...
Who can yell the most? Who can get the biggest gotcha
bullshit.
moment?
I don't know.
Who can like straw man an argument or be like unbelievably unserious? Or at this point now, we are like, people are debating fact. Like, you'll have factual evidence and people will debate the fact itself. Like, well, I don't believe that. I don't think that's real, even though it's just like a fact of evidence, like tested, proven.
Oh my God.
Whatever. And it's like, you can't have
I'm kind of bored of this now.
People are debating facts.
I'm kind of bored now.
And I'm like I'm not that person for you. Like, I'm not going to do that with you. And
okay, we get the point.
And then that's literally exactly what he does.
Oh my God.
He then has this whole conversation with me, then goes on stream and is all like, oh, SipSipStefen, he's the one that, like, you know, did me dirty, did me wrong. And it literally comes up in our conversation right after this. So after I didn't initially reply to him the first time, because I didn't want to take the not the political ass compass, bruh. I fucking can't. Tectone, even though
oh my God.
So my ass laughed. Sorry, I just want to give context.
Oh God, my allergies are really bad right now. I'm so sorry. Yo! Kel Toro, hello. Poker Raiders, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? I hope everything is going lovely. I hope your day is going amazingly. What is up? What is happening? What is good? I apologize. I'm in the middle of like sneezing my fucking nostrils out. My allergies are so fucking bad. I apologize. You're allergic to bullshit, but you're watching one? Okay, crazy. I hope you're having a great stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you had a lovely stream too. Yo, once we get a shout out, thank you so much. I hope your day was lovely. I hope your day was a welcome. Raiders. My name is Cap. I play goofy gacha games, but currently I've been just looking at some like goofy bullshit that's happening. But mainly we play gachas, and we're about to talk about the new Woowa stuff, and we're about to talk about the new event that they're putting out. Oh my goodness. Oh my, sorry. I need to blow my nose. I'm so sorry. My allergies are so bad. Give me 1 second. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. God. Okay, there we go. Sorry. My allergies are so bad right now. She only plays for 5 minutes. Hey, I try my best, man. I try my best. I try my best. What is this drama about? What does our Eggman do? It's just, bro, it's just like some people just keep doing like bullshit into the space, man. It's just a bunch of bullshit. I wouldn't worry about it. I'll be real. I'm kind of like over this anyway. We're gonna play some Wuthering Waves. We gotta talk about the new event that's coming on. They're bringing Elusive Realm back. They're bringing Elusive Realm back, so we're gonna take a look. Teccy's streaming right now. Is she?
I missed you too, by the way, chat. I did. But yeah, aren't Nux and Muda in bad terms? Nah, Muda kind of got baited by some bullshit on the internet. And now him and Nux are good. Today,
boys. Drama,
right, which is fine.
Huge,
you know, sometimes homies have issues. It's all. Whoa. Where'd my chat go? Whoa. What did I just do?
07.
Chat?
Bro can't use OBS. 07. It's right there. It's right there. But yeah, I think I'm kind of over whatever this was now. It's like, I just want to talk about gacha games now. I'll be real. I need help beating TOA.
Anyways.
Bro, Rainy, you have Zanny. You have Zanny. How do you need help beating TOA? There is no way on earth you need help beating TOA when you literally have like an S3 Zanny. There is nothing on this planet. Are you set for the middle two? Oh my god. What did you do? What did you do? Not gonna lie, I was over this 5 minutes after joining your stream today. Okay. That's nice. Thank you for telling me that. Thank you for telling me that information, Tanker. I appreciate it. I literally am off 1 point. What side? What side? The right side or the left side? The left side? What? It's like error, right? Don't you have like a Chisha? It's just like arrow stuff. You should be able to do that pretty well. Like, if you would have said the right side, I would understand. Because, you know, but you literally have a Chisha. She doesn't have enough vigor. Where are you using her? Wait, what? Where are you using Chisha? I'm so confused. Huh? Yo, Rady, can you send me a screenshot of your TOA runs? Can you send me a screenshot of where you're using and why? Anywhere I want, she's hot. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, 1 sec, I'm logging in. I need to see this, bro. I don't believe you. I actually don't believe you. Clear it with Carlotta. She doesn't have vigor. What are you doing? Rainy, how the fuck do you not have vigor? Huh? And you'll feel on the first 3 floors, you could throw in literally anyone and clear it. I'm so... Huh? I'm so confused how you're able to do that. I use Chisha only for the first 3. Use anyone else. Literally, Rainy, literally use anyone else. Just use Chisha for, like, the last one. Just use, like, anyone else. Just throw fucking random bullshit go. You can literally random bullshit go it and you'll be fine. And you'll actually be fine. Yeah, this TOA is like piss. This TOA is like fucking piss. It's piss easy. These energy systems are stupid as fuck. Oh my god, this is so funny. Alright, should we look at the... Oh my god, AI. Alright, should we take a look? Should we take a look at... Ooh. To enhance your gaming experience, we will soon be conducting a test run of our updated customer service system. This test run will happen on PC and Android and will be available to a limited number of players starting from until the version 2.4 update maintenance. The updated system is scheduled for release to all players in version 2.4. Tickets submitted through the old customer service system remain valid and will be processed accordingly. However, tickets submitted through this also... Okay, I don't fucking give a shit. I've DM'd you my Epic Teams. What? Huh? What is this team? What? Chang Li, Baisha, and Camellia? Get me out of here. Okay, I'm just really curious. I'm just ready. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. They're hot. What do you want? That's quick swap all the way. I don't know if Randy knows how to quick swap. I don't know if Randy knows how to quick swap. I take it back, go back to the drama. It was better. Hot girls team, I get it. I quick swap my peanuts from my jorts. Oh, that's funny. And on the other side, you have your Colada Verena Sanhua. That's wild. That's crazy. Like, why not? Okay. Why not? Okay, here's a crazy suggestion. I want to give you a crazy suggestion. Colada, Chang Li, no healer, or Colada Chang Li for this, and then you could use Camellia, Sanhua, and Verena, and I think you'll beat it. That's my suggestion. That's my suggestion. Sanhua was just there to be honest. Okay, you can get rid of Sanhua then. Get rid of Sanhua, do Camellia, Sanhua, Verena for this side, and you'll do it easily. Like, easily. Swap Changli and Sanhua. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying do Colada Changli here, and then here this side do Camellia, Sanhua, Verena. That's what I'm suggesting. Just use Aero Rover solo for that side. Don't Aero. You have to build an Aero Rover first. You gotta build an Aero Rover first, man. You gotta build one first. Alright. Alright. Can we look up boobs?
なんだかいつもと少し違う気分だ。日焼け対策はきっちりしないと。指揮官、今度はこっちの塗り直しを頼むぞ。打って出るってわけか。ふむ、気だるげなライオンに惹かれたか。それなら我も同じだ。なんだかいつも。
Oh my god, it squirts on her! Oh my god, the lotion... Bro, look at the lotion bottle. It fucking Bro... That's insane. That's actually wild. She gives the lotion bottle a fucking titty job and then it explodes in her face. That's fucking wild. I fucking died in TOA because I was looking at boobs. Gameplay is ass, but the skins are wild. Azure Lane devs on next level. Bro, that's just crazy. That is just fucking crazy. That is wild. Gameplay? What gameplay? I only see skins. Alright. Here we go. Here's what people are talking about. Event preview, Dreaming Deep, Solaris Film Festival, available soon. We get 600 asterite. Oh, yippee. Yippee. How many pulls is that? Like 4? It's like 4 pulls? Is that 4 pulls? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, whole 4 pulls. Phantom Crownless, Phantom Nightmare Crownless, Modified times 10, Premium Tuner times 200, and other materials. As a permanent event. Almost 4. It's 3.75. Wait, it's 3 pulls. Oh my. Oh, okay. The time limited rewards? Okay. That's just the time limited ones? So you're saying there's gonna be more? Oh boy. Okay. This event offers 2 types of rewards, limited time rewards and standard rewards. When the initial period ends, the event will continue as a permanent event. The limited time rewards will no longer be available when the event becomes a permanent event. You can participate in the permanent event to win standard rewards. I feel like it should tell you which is the permanent and which is like the not permanent ones. I feel that's quite important. They should do that. Dreaming Deep, Solaris Film Festival. Beneath the iceberg of thought's deepest layers, all dreams are interconnected. Those neglected in the deep sea accumulate over time, merging and entangling in the abyss. Now the door to the Sommoir's depths have been opened. In this quiet place, absent of wind or light, a mysterious person sends you an invitation to a film festival. Ooh, okay. Okay, this seems like reminds me of the very beginning cinematic. Do you guys remember the Saving Light cinematic? This is what I'm reminded of when I see this, right? Do you guys remember? Should I bring it up real quick? The saving light cinematic. Saving light. It reminds me of this, like, immensely so. Like, it feels like a direct reference to it, right? Yeah, during the a lament. Yeah, look at him. It's like the same thing. It's the best song of all. It's so good. It's so good. This got me so hyped for the game, bro. This got me so unbelievably hyped. So it kind of feels like maybe we're going back from the very beginning. Maybe the dreams are going back from like the very beginning. Yeah, it's like there's even like a specific like spot. Yeah, look, this bit right here. Look, it's like it's the same. It feels like the same thing. It feels like the same thing. Anyway. When the initial period ends, blah, 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 we read that. Reach union level 30, rewards overview. Asteroid, Phantom Crownless, Nightmare Crownless, Modify, and Premium Tuners. Again, I would like to know which one is the limited time and which one's like standard pulls. That would be nice. Encounter a variety of events during the Solaris Film Festival. Use film rolls to explore stories and reach different endings. The somewhat is pulsing with mysterious power. Upon entering, all resonators are stripped of their echoes, but in their place are resonator enhancement, bonds, metaphors, and other unique buffs waiting to be discovered. Explore different team builds and combinations for diverse combat experiences. 3 screenplays are available in the current version, with each featuring 1 or more endings. More will become available in future versions. Okay. I'm curious about this. So we get stripped of our echoes, and in replacement of that, we get to build basically characters from like kind of the ground up, it feels like. That's pretty interesting. To be honest, I'm kind of, this is pretty interesting. Like, your echoes mean nothing, and it's literally its own unique experience. Your own unique build as you go into the some more. I think that's fun. That's fun. This truly allows it to be very like mix and match. Build a character how you wish. It allows for, you know, different builds for different runs. It gives it more replayability. That's a good thing, right? Right? That's a good thing. Would have been better if it was co-op. I mean, I don't really care that much. Your echo serves 0 purpose now. I think that's fine. This allows for builds to be made, and it gives it a lot of replayability. The fact that you start with nothing, I like that. There really is like a true roguelike experience. You started from 0. That's cool. Another unique buffs way to be discovered. Explore different team builds and combinations for diverse and combat experiences. 3 screenplays are available in the current version, with each featuring 1 or more endings. I'm curious about that. So there are different, like, you have 3 screenplays, but they could end differently depending what you do. That's fun. Maybe like if you die early, you get 1 ending. If you go to the end, you get another, and then maybe like a secret ending. That seems kind of fun. Start exploring. Oh, okay. After choosing a film, you may explore its world freely. There are various types of events in this world of films. Complete them as you progress and find the endings of films. Oh. Why is this reminding me of like TVs and ZZZ? Why is I don't know why my first thought was literally ZZZ, and I don't like that. Like that feeling. After choosing a film, you may explore its world freely. There are various types of events in this world of films. Complete them as you progress and find the endings of films. So I guess that's like story. There's like fights you can do. I guess that's a boss. Please tell me it's not a fucking dice game. It can't be dice. They can't. If they did that, I'm gonna KMS. Resources. Film roles fuel your exploration of the world of films. Film roles are consumed by battle events, random events, and story events. If you are defeated in a battle, use film rolls to restore your resonators to their pre-battle state. The number of film rolls you have determines the buffs you gain. The more film rolls you have, the more powerful your buffs your resonators will gain. I'm thinking how I feel. I'm leaning back in my chair. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't want to speak negatively of something I haven't actually like tried out yet. I'm gonna have to wait and play it before I give a take. I'm just going off initial gut feeling. My initial gut feeling is gonna be like, oh my god, like I have to do all these things so I have enough like film rolls. Oh my god, I don't have enough film rolls. I have to go back and do this thing, and I don't know. You know what would be cool? Have like the roguelike experience where you go and you do your fights. Maybe I'm just okay. I think I. This is not Elusive Realm. No, it's a Sommoir though. Yeah, the map is whatever the battles on normal instance. Yeah, I assume that too. Complete battle events to obtain dream fragments. Dream fragments can be used to recruit resonators. The recruited resonators will accompany you into the film's world. In Dreaming Deep, trowel resonators include featured trowel resonators and permanent trowel resonators. Featured trowel resonators change periodically. You can recruit any available trowel resonators in the recruitment shop during challenges. Complete various events to increase your team level. Your team level decides the levels of your resonators and the levels of their weapons and skills. Increase your team level to ease your exploration of the worlds of films. Okay. Bonds are formed between resonators, granting various buffs in combat. That's kind of cool, I guess. Dreamlink is back. Choose one main resonator and 2 concerto companions to participate in combat. If the bond level meets the requirement and the 3 resonators with the same bond are in the team, their synergy burst will be triggered. So you're gonna have to farm a lot. You're gonna have to farm a lot, because this could only be triggered if all 3 of them meet the requirements. You're gonna have to make sure your bonds with so many characters with each other are like met. That's gonna be a lot of farming. That's gonna be a lot of farming. Like for like the bonds of all of them with each other, that's gonna be a lot. Because suddenly if you replace like fucking Cantarella with like, I don't know, Shorekeeper, this won't work. Because you haven't raised your bond with Shorekeeper for all of them. Okay, so they're really going for replayability with this one. They're going for replayability. Oops. Oops, I kind of fucking... Resonator enhancement. When recruiting resonators, you can power them up by giving them special abilities based on their regular abilities. Unknown metaphors are scattered around the world of film. Explore the different areas to obtain them. Metaphors grant various buffs to your resonators. Earn observers dice. Oh, not fucking dice. Earn observers dice from exploring the Solaris Film Festival. Use them in any film theory to activate special bonuses that empower your resonators. I feel like, yeah, it's just a roguelike upgrade tree. Yeah. We kind of had this in the original Elusive Realm. Right? We had this in the original Elusive Realm. Like, you get points, you can use them to upgrade your resonators. It's the same thing, right? I'm gonna have to try this out before I really critique it. I feel like it'd be unfair for me to be like, I like this, I don't like this. I'm intrigued. I'm glad like the Somewhere is back, like Elusive Realm is back in a way. I like the idea of stripping all the characters down to nothing and then building them up through doing this event. Sure, I think that could be fun. I think that could be totally fun. Having Dreamlink back, that's kind of cool. I think this UI just got to me because I think this UI looks fucking dog shit. That's it. I think this UI looks kind of dog shit, but apart from that, I'm excited for it. I'm definitely going to give it a shot and give it a fair chance. Absolutely. Like 1,000,000%. I think this will be a lot of fun. I just worry that this is really the only thing we have going for 2.3 second half. Oh no, that's wrong. We have Chikona. We have Chikona's story. Chikona's story, we have this. It's going to be a long patch. It's too late, Cap. They finished everything. They probably won't be able to change anything. But I'm not asking them to change anything at all. I'm freaking bored, got nothing to do, so at least I can do something in the game. I mean, yeah, exactly. This is definitely going to bring people back. This will be fun. We'll see, though. I'm not going to make a video about this. I'm just going to wait for it to come out. I'm just going to wait for this to come out. I've been real, guys. I've just not been in the mood to make videos about Woowa recently. I'm gonna have a Chikona like thing coming out at some point, but yeah. Time to go variety. I'm not going full variety just yet. I'm not going full variety just yet. Don't forget they'll give us 10 limited pulls the second half. Oh boy, a whole 10 limited pulls. Yay. Yay, you're just burnt out. I think I am. But like I can't. Burnout is fine, but like if I just stop, then it's not good either, you know? Just yet? So you're telling me there's a chance? Fig, I would love to, but then you would disappear. Fig, every time I do variety, you disappear, bro. So what do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? Yay, more cart funds? Play Limbus, she's coming on 22nd. I don't know if I want to play Limbus. Depths of Elusive Realm will never be the same. But the thing is, if they kept Depths of Elusive Realms the way it was, it would get boring. You have to admit that, right? It's fun, but if they kept it the exact same, if they fucking kept it for the exact same for like however long, it would just get boring. I don't play Limbus, so I don't know if I particularly care. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm gonna be real, I was there for DMC, I'm there for E3 because I don't want spoilers issues that when you stop variety so extremely late for me, but no, it's fine. I'm not calling you out, Fake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You don't have to explain yourself. I don't actually mean, I hope you realize I'm not actually trying to like fucking rag on you. Don't worry. I'm just being silly. You don't have to justify yourself. I was getting bored of Elusive Realm when it was present for a whole patch. Hi Bishop, good morning. When I watch streamer playing Limbus, I don't understand what's going on at all. Yeah, I just... Also, it's just a lot of reading, and I just don't feel like in the mood to be rereading everything to people. That's really what it is for me. It's probably a game I would enjoy off stream, but just not streaming the game. I just don't want to have to fucking reread everything. You know? Co-op Elusive Realm with 20 to 30 boss stages, like the hard co-op boss event would be peak. Well then I don't think that's like, I don't know, maybe. Lost stats of Elusive Realm is at 1.4. I know, it's been so long. It's been so long. I remember 1.4 so vividly because that's when like my stream started to like pick up a bit. Like Camellia coming out and me doing like my Camellia rankings was like the start of like my streams getting good. I remember that. I did a whole like Camellia ranking thing. That's when my stream started to kind of like become interesting, I feel like. And people started to join in because of that. Those are the days. I liked 1.4. But maybe I liked it because of that. Maybe I liked it because I just enjoyed streaming the game. Maybe. Potentially. Probably. Teccy go crazy with DM with that transformer.
Get me on your podcast immediately. Immediately. And do I deter you? Do I say fuck off clout chaser? No, I don't, because I never do. Because anybody who's ever wanted to collab with me has at least done that one time. Because I'm open to doing anything with anybody because I love people, regardless of your pre-existing reputation, regardless of any controversy.
Very true though.
Once.
True. I asked Teccy, hey, do you want to be in this video I'm doing about motivation? He's like, yeah, sure. And he sent me his clip within like fucking like 10 minutes. Bro was at the gym. Bro was on his way to the gym and sent me his thing for my video within like 10 fucking minutes of me asking. True.
Take me at my word when I say I'm down to collab with anybody. Guys, am I wrong? Do you guys know a single creator that's ever wanted to collab with me that I said no? I have collabed with literally everyone. I have had everyone on my stream. Porn stars, OnlyFans girls, those are the same thing. Very controversial streamers. I mean, I did a podcast with Asmongold, one of the most controversial streamers on the planet. I don't care. I've done like, dude, I've even asked Denims to play Fortnite. I don't care. Dude, I'll collab with Hassan. Just get us in a fucking boxing ring. It'll be great. I don't care.
Bro.
Like, I'll do shit with anybody. In my response, for a very blatant clout chase post, without anything else, I say, I would love to get to know you. I'll hit you up for an episode if we got spots. I'm sure we will. And Steven, we did. I got you on the Gacha cast. Why don't I just go ahead and pull it the fuck up?
Am I retarded? I'm 26 and I still have to look at my keyboard sometimes when I type. Am I retarded? I think maybe I'm the pensioner.
Whole playlist.
Yo.
Is there, guys, does anybody know what episode of GachaCast I had SipSipStefen on? Holy fuck, I had Leroux on GachaCast. I'll look for it because this is important for context. Okay, those are the VAs. Okay.
Nah, you just old.
That's MTash and Exco Solo. Oh god, that's a haunting episode.
Oh shit, ads are back. Time to use my Prime sub poke slide.
We're gonna find the timestamps. No, not that one. Let's keep going. Oh, you already found it? Thank you, sir.
You have a computer
You
class in
asked to
private
come on the
school?
Gacha
Yeah.
cast. Oh, this one aged poorly.
Oh,
you asked to come on the
no.
Gacha cast, and you said, and I said yes. I got you on. You were on there for 3 hours. And to be honest, it was a great time, right? Because I try to make sure, no matter what, that everybody has a great time. You say, okay, hopefully talk to you soon then. I'll join in on the Power World server. The next time you respond to me after I get you on the Gacha cast is another example of you trying to join in on my content. Not once, but twice. Another no small talk in between when I got you on the cast, no small talk at all. The very next time you talk to me is to ask me to do more content. Oh my God, what a surprise. Never a, hey, how you doing? What's good? How's it hanging? First time you message me, you want to do content. Second time you message me, I want to do content. Every single time for our first 2 interactions. And once again, no hate whatsoever. I say, add me on Discord. It's Tectone. Then, finally, after about a whole fucking year, I DM you first for some nice casual small talk. We talk about Genshin, the D&D mode. I said, should I play it? And you, this is very important, and chat, you guys need to know this, you dump paragraph after paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, okay? This is very important to note how he essays, okay? I say, what happened and are you here? This is in reference to TwitchCon. We meet up on TwitchCon and he says, Lamau, what do you mean what happened? Dish got wrecked on Twitter. Dish came at me. I fucking obliterated her. I got no bad blood with Dish anymore. It's okay. She already apologized to me. It's water under the bridge. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. Completely obliterated her ass. This happened at TwitchCon, and he thought it was hilarious. Babes, I've never seen someone get ratio so hard in my life. I ratioed the fuck out of her. And also over some McDonald's shit too, that I actually tried to have her back for, even though she was coming to me. Then Steven says, I'll come to the con when I get in his Uber. Just got here. Let me know when you're at. And I literally invite him to our B&B. This is the address to our B&B. I'll leak it. I don't even fucking care. Editor blur it out though. But yeah, I invite this guy to a party. He comes to a party. It was a great fucking time. Every single time you reached out to me, it was for a collab. It was for content. Every time I reached out to you, it was me saying, hey, how's it going? What are your interests? Do you want to come to a party? Every single time. Now, finally, after a year and a half of knowing each other, you send me this message. And we're going to read the whole thing, Steven. We're going to read the whole thing. Because, man, oh man, you truly become what you hate. So why don't we just go ahead and read this? I sent this in your chat today, but it got lost in the sauce, so I'll send it here.
Scorched Earth, here
I
we
think
go.
it's impossible at your size
we know what
to
happens,
combat
Vic.
every single narrative about
We know
yourself.
what happens.
And it's easy to fall into the trap of trying to defend yourself against everything. I think you should just let your actions speak for themselves and only address what truly needs to be talked about, because the mental strain of combating everything is insane. So I want to make this very clear. You, the person who's worried about all these narratives coming at me, are now starting a narrative. You know, there's another person who said that Tecton was the best thing to ever happen to me in my life, and I can't stand to see all the negativity coming out against him. My trauma with Tecton is a joke. He's one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And now they're the biggest backstabbers in my fucking life. We all know what I'm talking about. Although we aren't the same size, I definitely dealt with an insane level of harassment, people making up narratives about me constantly. Really? Steven, can you imagine making up a narrative about somebody? Can you imagine that? Oh my God. Oh my God. That would be horrible. Surely you'd never make up a narrative against anybody else. I really had to learn to just pick my battles. I think the feeling of not being able to trust content creators is something I think a lot of people feel the longer they're in the space. The reality is a lot of the relationships we already have are sadly transactional. Brother, you said that you hate people making up narratives about you, and you hate content creators that are transactional, when the only time you've reached out to me, which is twice, you asked me for collabs. Twice. Brother, the amount of projection in this post is insane.
To another great month of great content, Eggy love.
Thank you. Let's keep going. So the best you can do is protect yourself and have your guard up. Although I don't always agree with everything you say or do, I can only imagine the insanity you deal with every day. So please do take time to keep your mental healthy. It's so easy in this career to go into a mental spiral. Anyways, hope this wasn't overstepping, and I hope you feel better soon. And I say, appreciate you, bro. I'm trying my best, really am. And I'm gonna be real. This made me like him so much more. This is such a sweet message, and I'll be real. I got told by so many people, and Steven, you know the people who I was warned about you were, and I told them all, fuck off, Steven's a nice guy, I'm gonna do content with him regardless. I was warned to not do content with you, I was warned by many creators to not do content with you, and I did shit with you anyways, because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about other people's experience, I care about my experience. And against all these people warning me about you, I said, no, it's okay, he's not like that, he's been good to me. So then you message me, says, thanks for covering the VTuber stuff. I say, of course. Love you, Steven. Glad to entertain. Obviously, I like being a little bit more fruity with Steven because he's gay as fuck. And I think it's funny to fucking RP, right? And so I type out, oh God, you want to fuck Hassan. I forgot.
I forgot.
Right? And the reason why this was is because Steven didn't get a joke that I made on Twitter, which is where I said, no, this post isn't about Hassan. Why does Hassan think it's about him? A very obvious, you got to be retarded to not get that shit was a fucking joke. I even had him linked. Underneath saying YouTube talking about Hassan. And bro didn't get it. And he was like, actually, this is so fucked up. Like, I cannot believe you're going after Hassan like this, right? And you say, I just don't agree with you politically on this issue. And you did mention him below it. The tweet was obviously about him. Yes.
I forgot.
A joke that you somehow didn't get and still got at the same time. If this doesn't show you how fucking dumb this guy is, I don't know what will. It's insanity. So I said, and the tweet was that I can't believe we're allowing terrorist propaganda on Twitch and it being pushed to front page, right? And Hassan got very upset about this and quote retweeted it, and he called me a bald pervert, which, to be honest, fair. I am kind of a gooner. Steven got very upset about this. And I said, why do you think he has an issue with what I said? Why do you think he took such offense to me saying terrorist propaganda is bad? Okay? To which Steven said, honestly, Tectone, I feel like you're going down the alt-right red pill political grifting pipeline, and I just hate to see that for you, and wish you wouldn't, as you've had a lot of great content that isn't this. So let me get this right. I'm an alt-right political grifter because I said support our troops, terrorism is bad, and fuck Hamas Diddy Piker. So, I attempt to assure him.
He doesn't know
what alt-right means. Are you noticing how you didn't answer the question? Because he didn't. He completely pivoted. He completely avoided my question. He did not answer why Hassan got so offended by that question. He did not answer at all. So I said, are you noticing how you didn't answer the question? Also, disagreeing with Hassan does not equal alt-right. If it is, tell me 3 alt-right things I've said. That's kind of insane how after we've been cool for nearly 2 years, you can't even do me the service of merely answering 2 questions or hear me out at all. Shame, TBH. Some guy says, hey man, I'm worried about you going down the alt-right red pill political grifting pipeline. I say, really? Why do you think that is? Can you give me some examples? And they don't say shit. When you say something that offensive, when you say something that incendiary, and you can't even respond to it?
It's stonewalling.
You can't say, hey bro, I'm really worried about how much you fucked up and how stupid and ugly you are.
Stonewalled you.
Oh, really? Where'd I fuck up? Why am I stupid and ugly? I don't need to engage with this. What? What the fuck? Why are Americans so afraid of right-wingers? I have no fucking idea. Because in the content creation space, it's a circle jerk of who can be the most far left. Straight up. And once again, I got no issues with whatever anybody believes in. Left, central, right, I don't care. Genuinely, I don't fucking care.
Bro,
but
it's like...
the reason why being called alt-right offended me is because it's just not even true. I've taken multiple political tests. I know where I stand politically. I'm much more of a centralist, to be completely fucking honest.
Destructive communication power. One person refuses to engage with another, effectively becoming unresponsive.
Factually incorrect. The amount of times
making manifest as a silent treatment, shutting down, or refusing to respond to questions.
SipSipStefen says,
making it difficult for the other person to communicate and resolve issues. It's literally stonewalling.
I was literally never asking to debate on politics. You tell me here, where am I trying to debate politics here? Where? It's nowhere. It's literally nowhere. That literally never happened. You can look at the DMs yourself. There is nowhere. I am literally just saying, you think I'm alt-right, tell me the alt-right things that I've said. That is
The
not
conversation
me trying to
is
debate
about
you on politics.
the conversation
That's me
is about Twitch and about propaganda being used on Twitch. It's not really about like politics or like having to go so deep into people's worldviews. It's about like standards on Twitch. That's really all it is.
Dude, I cannot tell you how much shit I've gotten as a human being for merely saying terrorism is bad and support our troops. It is insane how this is considered a alt-right grift political take. It's nuts. I'm sorry. I love our soldiers. If you want to be angry at me, go ahead. But my position is not going to change, right? I don't have that relation with you, and I don't think I can change your mind. People usually only change their minds on issues like this over the time themselves or by talking to close friends, family, which I am obviously neither one of those. I told you my honest perspective on your recent content and takes. It's up to you to agree or disagree. I also didn't want to debate or explain further because I'm not about to become your next drama farm for content, which already happened with you talking about this DM on YouTube yesterday, which I didn't appreciate. Like I said earlier in my response to your initial tweet, because it was blatantly false.
That. Oopsie.
Brother,
Oopsie.
There is nowhere in this tweet where I attempt to engage with you politically whatsoever. And the fact that you can't understand that is insane. So I do you the favor and I go out. I literally took this test because of you, Stephen. I took this test because of you. I did a political test.
I don't trust this test. I don't trust people taking the political compass test. I think the questions they ask you, I think a lot of people don't really think about it too much and they click things. I think I don't know. It's not accurate, and I think a lot of people who take the test don't really know what they're answering.
Other than that, terrorists are bad and support our troops. So those are all of our DMs. That was everything. Where is this part where I'm going off on you? Where is this part where I'm DMing you relentlessly? Where is this part where I tried to engage with you politically? Where is me trying to debate with you on anything? Stephen, this is someone who I like has made some concerning comments about me. I just want to ask them to clarify their comments. And you say that I'm not worth talking to, that I'm beyond logic, and then you go on Twitter and you make 13 different posts on me and a 2-hour VOD. The only time you ever reached out to me first was to collab. That's it. Brother, you're a cloud chaser. You're a fucking snake. You saw an opportunity to get a little bit of clout off me when once again I do. Jack, correct me, was I an asshole? Did I do anything wrong? Straight up. Do you see me doing anything wrong again? And another one of these motherfuckers come out on Twitter and they say he did all this crazy ass shit. What? Brother, you flopped on Twitter 13 fucking times. 13 times. You tried so hard to make a Tectone bad tweet to blow up to get a little bit of that clout. You failed 13 fucking times. And you know what's crazy, Stephen? I am so good of a person. All you have to do is apologize. That's it. Just say, I misunderstood what was happening and I apologize. But until you do, and I doubt that you will, because to be honest, you want Hassan's dick so bad. And by the way, I want to make this very clear. So there's this guy on the internet called Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Epstein Adolf Piker. A name that doesn't really show you exactly how bad he is. This guy has been to a brothel that was sex trafficking with one confirmed child at that brothel. Bro has called the police.
I'll be real. I think the whole like Hassan like brothel thing isn't really particularly fair, because it's not like it's not like he went to the establishment knowing that fact, right? I think that's like an unfair point people bring against Hassan, because it's not like Hassan would know. You know, I never really understood why people bring that up. Like somehow he knew, and he went there specifically because of that. Like no.
This guy, Hassan makes me such a bottom. It's crazy. Well, I hope you had fun jerking off and coming to your favorite political streamer But Steven, you are so beyond logic, it's insane. And the worst thing is, you're gonna watch this video, because I know he's gonna watch this video, and you're not gonna get it. Everyone else around you is gonna get it, but you're not gonna get it. Brother, you are a fucking snake. You need to educate yourself and understand that nothing I did was wrong at all, and you were right about nothing. And the worst thing is, Steven, the worst thing is, 5-6 months from now, when I get that vindication, you're gonna look like even bigger a piece of shit for trying to capitalize on that hate train. I've taken a notepad and I've written down every single fucking name of every motherfucker who's trying to ruin me. Every single one. And trust me, when I get that vindication, I'm coming after each of those motherfuckers with swift and unrelenting fury. I have remembered them all. It's pathetic.
He's got a death note.
2025, big 2025.
The bold note.
Another fucking snake rears their head trying to get off on capitalizing on a quick clout
He's
grab.
got a bold
Someone who's
note.
been nothing but kind to you. Nothing but kind.
Are you in that? I'll be real. I've been nothing but supportive of his shit with all that stuff. Like even like a year ago when this shit came out, like I made like a. But I've been very supportive of Teccy.
Was I the boogeyman like he claimed? Did I do all that horrible ass shit? Great. W's all around. Fuck that piece of shit.
He's mad. He's mad. I hope that hasn't ruined his
people
day.
Are fucking pathetic. It's insane.
I hope that hasn't ruined his day.
It's fucking insane. Did he even attempt to DM this with you privately? No. He said I wasn't worth a private conversation and then blasted me on Twitter 13 fucking times. 13. When I am nothing but reasonable in DMs.
Did he actually make 13 tweets? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, it's a lot. 8. It's a lot. It's a lot. Whatever it is, it's a lot of tweets. Doesn't really matter. I'd stop someone at 5. Get off the internet for a bit. Bro, just go outside. Is it that big of a deal? Is it that big of a fucking deal? Is it that big of a deal? I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. Oh my god. I feel bad. I just feel like Steven just needs to like educate himself on the words that he says, and maybe he's someone personally that's been too involved in the whole politics scene, right? Maybe he's someone that's been too involved in the politics scene and like personally, like offline from streaming, and he's like parroting a lot of thoughts and feelings, is very like hyped up and amped up on things. He probably watches a lot of this stuff in his own time, and he's like, his head's way more in it than what this situation really is. Because Teccy is right. It's not this big political thing. It's really just about tweets and Twitch. That's really all it is. And I think he's just been in his head like a bit too much with it. With him being gay, they could automatically drive someone to be more politically engaged and no, absolutely, right? He's probably way more politically engaged and charged, and not gauged, engaged is what I'm saying, and charged, and probably more deep in this, and is maybe probably overthinks things. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe he overthinks the situation. I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's kind of how it is. That's kind of how it be.
True. It's insane. I mean, it's a tale as old as time. I help these people. I am nothing but kind with these people. The literal first opportunity they have to stab me in the back, they will take it every fucking time.
Aww.
Every fucking time.
It makes me sad.
It's nuts. It's fucking crazy. And these people out there will then say, oh, you manipulated the situation. You gaslighted this person. It's like, brother, all I did was read the DMs. You can't manipulate and gaslight DMs. They're on the screen. You can't change Twitter
I think
DMs.
he took the sentiment that
At
Talos
all.
echoes all right points from
It's
time to
just
time
pathetic.
and apply the situation where they didn't
really
reply.
is
right.
fucking pathetic. Wait, is Tectone's YouTube mascot an actual turtle logo?
I do feel bad for the dude. All right, friends. I have to go. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this whole stream just to kind of be about drama. I have shit I gotta do. I've now got to do a lot more stuff because I'm preparing for now going to Comic-Con. So I do have to leave. I'm sorry. Short stream. I know. I'm very sorry. I guess I'll send you over to Teccy. I guess. I have to go do stuff. But all that goodness. So have fun, everyone. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay. I might be in my VC in a bit, but yeah. Have fun, everyone. Bye. 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 Bye.